not like the dollar is still enough. Oh. But guess what? It is because now they don't decentralize them. It is not enough. You know why? What has happened was when the federal government claimed they were subsidizing, the same federal government with people that they love how to transactionally drive the dollar business. So what do I mean? Rather than giving people who need it like the likes of Imperfect that will go to China and bring and companies, they considered it and started giving business people who have no business, selling it at cheap, and because of bribery, they corner all this money and start looking for people to sell it at black market. Has Nigerian production increased? It might be slightly. Does it mean it has saturated the dollar need of the country? The answer is no, but people are not complaining because if you go black market or bank, it's almost the same. The banks were buying these monies too, lobbying to buy it at 400, and they were selling it at 800. And the question is, why have
That
you
is
not
not
destroyed that
true,
criminality?
Charlie P. That is not true. The problem is that at that price where government peg am, they could not provide it to everybody where need them.
Fine, but the people who will not lead them, who will be the get them? Who were those getting it?
So
People who do not have business to have own dollars.
see, Charlie P, we are human.
Fix your
And
process, my
wait
brother.
now,
My
wait,
own is
wait, wait
fix
now.
the
Hold on,
process.
hold on,
Let the
hold on. Give
process
me a
be
second.
transparent. Then you cannot start doing what you want to do and not
Do you
start
know how many
fixing it.
arrests previous governments were doing because of subsidy, dollar issue? You know, do you know? Sorry, a call came in. So, see, we might want to go back and forth over this issue, but the solution, this is what I've seen so far with the dollar and the PMS issue, is that most times government have intention in subsidizing these products, but long run, their own side of the payment where they're supposed to do over time, then they owe those suppliers, and the evidences are there. The headlines were bringing out this news.
OJ, this is the thing of you say you born picking and you dey wait man another. Whose job is to drive compliance of all this? Whose job? Whose job? You see, because the government has
So,
intention.
so for the past since 90s, 2000, why do you think all the government that we've had, they could not, stop this corruption where you call saying I'm the problem? Why do you
Because
think? What?
they have no accountability. So if it's a failed thing, we call it a failed thing.
So now God go come from heaven, come stop the corruption.
That is
Make una
That's
dey
why
human
people
being.
pay.
are questioning it. Don't you understand?
That's why we are questioning it. So what was the easiest route? The easiest route for them was to say, oh, since we cannot control
The
and make people
easiest
compliant,
route is to
let's
make those
remove it.
products available.
The easiest route is to
The
pay, like you're
easiest route is
saying.
to make
That's the
those
easiest
products
thing.
available. And that
by
Sorry,
is what
OJ.
is
by
being
by
Sorry,
regulated.
OJ.
by
Sorry, can I
increasing
say
by
something?
increasing the
Can I?
price to 200%.
Okay, I beg, Moretti, one guy hand the options, Jimmy Killis. I beg, make him speak. I beg, Jimmy Killis. One more.
The market, you can mute, please.
Sorry, make I find space quickly because I have a lot of things to say. 1 second. Because I patiently waited until it came to my turn. Yeah. Am I audible enough? Can you people hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. Sorry, it's not going to be like a personal attack on anybody. I'm just trying to understand the concept of how people think. So I was going to jump into the question initially concerning the outrage amongst Nigerians concerning this increment in passports and some other things also as well coming up. And I heard one gentleman, OJ, talking. So OJ, you sounded sort of lukewarm. You come off as though you do not support the concept of what is going on. At the same time, you are making excuses for a failed government concerning the fact that it was right for them to put the passport prices up as a means of, according to you, subsidizing. So how do you give an example of a paradox? Let me tell you, it's like saying you have to lose your life so that you can save it, because I want to really get your standoff point, because there are a lot of things that I have to say that was not noting some things down. I was writing quite a lot of things down, but I'll just try to put them in order of priority. So I'm not talking too much stories and I'm just going straight to the point. So how are you saying at the same time it's not wise that the government is putting up increments in passport, and at the same time you are saying it is a means of subsidizing? What are they actually subsidizing, please? I'd like to know. Just in a very short sentence, just explain if you are there, OJ.
If subsidy is when when you get something lesser than the actual price without in cost.
Okay, so subsidy is when you get something lesser than the actual price when it is costly, yeah? So given about 10 years back, what was the cost of passport in Nigeria?
Maybe around 15,000
All right, what
if
is
I
the
remember.
present cost of passport right now?
Before this increment, I think it's around 30 something thousand.
Okay, before this increment, all right, let us just say, let's say 10 years back or regardless, yeah, the average cost of a passport, regardless of however you go about it, let's just put it at 50,000. If you are trying to do the express one or you are trying to wait your turn until it gets to you or whatnot, let's just give it an average. It is 50, right? Now, presently, what is the present cost of the anticipated amount or amount figured out for a passport coming into play very soon? What is the amount?
100K for and 200K something depending on the pages.
Okay, depending on the pages. So let us say an average of 100, yeah, maximum of 200,000, depending on the pages. So how is that subsidy if the price rose from 50 to 200,000?
So let's assume the passport costs government, 100K or 200K before they could make it available, for me and you to use. And they pay 15,000 or 30,000. Now subsidy, government they pay. Now why you figure them at that price? Do you get?
Wait, are you making excuses for the government here? Because
No, hold
No,
on,
the
no,
hold
no.
on, hold on,
minister
See my
because
did
I
not
point.
want
talk
to follow
about
him.
subsidy here. He just talked about the like, oh God, OG.
Oh, relax. I like engaging people
If
like this, so
if you
it's
want
quite
me, if you want
interesting.
me to go down, maybe continue. I go do am.
No, no,
There
no,
is
OJ, there's
no,
no
No, you
need.
feel
There's no
wrong.
need for
nothing is
that.
normal.
You feel wrong. You
There's
feel
no
We are
need
wrong.
for
just
that.
so
Hold on.
don't take
There's no
it
need for that.
personally.
Go on. Go on. No, go on. Go on.
See,
Explain. You were talking. You were talking earlier. Go on. I'm listening.
so
Go on.
sometimes when we have these conversations, the way some of us they put too much energy. See me, I'm going to renew for 4 very very soon. For 4.
Mhm.
So not that it doesn't affect me, but if your intention is to have a better country, you have to be honest to yourself when we are having these conversations. And earlier, when I asked of this mic, I made it clear,
Mhm.
right? I said, yes, who is that?
No, go on. Go
If
on. I'm
okay,
following up. I just said I'm following up.
with my experiences with passport, we get scarcity. The last time where I had to travel to Jos from Lagos, and the reason why I travel down there is because those guys in Lagos, what they keep shouting is that for some time now they don't have booklets, and I needed it urgently. So I no need to work for the government to know. Say the only reason, right, why from year in year out, booklets have always been the issue, is because there is a funding problem in getting these products to those offices. So, except if anybody here clearly tell me, say, to produce one of those passports is no more than 30,000 naira. And
So can you
government
prove
came
to
out.
us that it is less than 100,000 naira, less than 30,000, sir?
Charlie, you will not go there. You will not go there because the minister did not say anything about scarcity.
What was his excuse?
His excuse
What was
was
his reason?
it will make it faster for it to get to you. I
So
heard him. I
what
watched
was
the
making
video.
it slow?
so,
What
so
was making it slow?
anyway,
OJ,
all of
What
us
was
know
the
what's the
problem
OJ.
with the
point. All
supply
of us
It
chain?
know
seems
what's the
like
problem.
they're
Yeah.
not
I
playing
beg,
the
Hold
I
on,
game
beg,
hold
I
on,
beg,
hold
make
on,
I
hold on.
give me a
I'm still
second.
on
Let me
my
answer
time.
this.
Oh,
So make
I'm
I
still on my
I'll
time.
come back shortly.
Please, I beg.
OJ,
Don't need the mark here. I want here talk. I beg. The markers.
OJ. So, this hair bonnet don't even make me hit. They catch me for it. I don't cover them. Hold on, OJ. So, what you're actually trying to say now is this: there, you are justifying the concept of the government increasing the passport fee based on the concept that there is a funding problem and getting some supposedly passport materials to make some booklets that carries a national identity is scarce. So apparently what you are doing is that, or what you're saying indirectly, whether you like it or not, is that you are attributing the fault to us, the citizens, for being not capable to meet up with the standards the government is setting. You are on the space presently, right? And you are screaming about renewing 4 passports. Okay. So for you to actually renew 4 passports, let us set you on the average. You'll be renewing 4 passports with an average cost of 1 each, which is 100,000. So for 4 passports you are going to renew will cost you 400,000, right? What is the capacity of every Nigerian to be able to get that national identity they used to travel out, which is their passport? How many Nigerians can afford 400,000 for 4 passports? Is at least an average family in Nigeria is made up of 4, maybe father, mother, and 2 children, or even more than that. So let us just stick with the average of 4. So how many families in Nigeria? This is talking from the concept of the elite down to the middle class. Even some of the aspects of the middle class has been turned to the peasant class. So now we have like 4. There used to be 3 classes of societal what do they call itself? Is it societal outreach? But Nigeria has 4. We have the peasant class. Do you understand? So if you can tell me what it will cost an entire family to, or what it will cost a particular Nigerian to get 4 passports for 4 members of their family for 100,000, and what the average income is in the aspect of wages or salary for every Nigerian, how many Nigerians can afford that passport, then
What
the
has
concept
what
of what
has
you are coming
income
from.
what has income got to do with passports?
Okay, so
What has your
hold
income
on,
got to do with your
okay,
passports?
hold on, wait. Sorry, I'm glad you asked this question. What does my income have to do with my passport? All right, I am not
Yes,
working, I am not earning, I do not have a job, I do not receive salary. How do I get a
but you will
passport
pay
of
300,000
100,000?
naira to get a visa.
Sorry, say
You are
again.
not working, but you will pay 300,000 naira to get a visa.
You
Yeah, but
guy,
I
what
And
can
you
are
are
you
not
answer
saying?
what will
working.
Answer
You
cause
are
the
me
not
visa
this
to be
one.
before you
You are
get it.
not that
suspended.
Wait.
one.
OJ, is
Before
the
you
visa
get to
stamped on your
visa,
You
you
will
need
forehead?
your
pay 300,000
passport
naira
now.
to
Is
get
the
a
visa
visa
stamped
on
on your
that
forehead?
passport.
The visa is stamped in a passport. So I'm not talking
Eh,
about the
So
visa.
the
I'm
passport that they
talking
will
about the
stamp, if you can
passport.
afford
Even if I
300,000
want
naira for a visa,
an empty
if you
passport,
can
I'm
afford
allowed to have it.
300,000 naira for a visa, why can't you afford 100,000 naira?
Sorry, OJ, OJ.
Must you have a passport? All of you, must you eat spaghetti? Enna,
Moretti,
Enna.
please. I beg, ask CBO. Do I need a visa to go to Ghana?
CBO,
Sorry,
do you need a visa to go to Ghana? Then we'll go back to the macros.
okay.
CBO, do you need a visa to go to Ghana? Benin Republic.
You're missing me now.
CBO,
You don't need a visa. Is that not why? You don't need
But
a visa. Is that not
do
part
you
of
need
why
a
we have a
passport?
problem here?
but then you need a passport then.
And
Uh-huh.
then somebody might want to go to Ghana or Cotonou now. What's the problem? Let
So
me
you are
go.
going to Cotonou. You are going to Cotonou with your 4 family, according to what this guy said
What is
now.
there a
You are
luxury
going with
or
your
You
4
something?
can
Why
family.
you
can't I
can
go
Are
go
you
there
there?
now
going there? If
for
you're a poor
vacation
man, what
now.
are you going there?
Why
How
can't
are
I
you
go as a
carrying?
poor
Is
man?
it not
I'll use
money you
Okada
used
and
to
go.
carry
Why can't
there?
I go with Okada?
CBO, you they sound like say you don't even want to make any Nigerian even be
No,
prosperous.
continue the discussion. When it gets to my point, it's not yet my turn. I don't want to disturb the
Oh,
Michael.
you know,
But let
but
us
you
be
know,
honest when we are having
wait,
conversations.
you know,
Some
CBO,
people
you
here
know.
said that there was
The
never a
honest thing
time.
CBO
Hold
just
on.
said now is
OJ,
poor
hold
Cotonou
on.
man
and
does
OJ,
not
Nando.
hold
need to
on.
go
OJ,
Can
to
you
hold on.
imagine?
OJ, hold on.
poor man does not need to
OJ,
go to Ghana.
Cotonou
That's
OJ,
what
and
CBO
Nando.
is
OJ.
saying.
Ghana is
Don't
As
put
a
nothing.
words.
poor
That's
man,
No,
not
you must not
nobody,
OJ
go to
talking.
nobody
Ghana.
That's
here
not
should put.
OJ talking. OJ is
Nobody
muted.
here should put words in my mouth. Nobody here should
That
put
is
words
what
in
you
my
just
mouth.
said now. You said
But
waiting
scarcity
concern poor
is
man
not
with
true.
going to Ghana.
Nobody should put words in my mouth here. All I just want to tell everybody here is just 5 minutes ago, some people, I'll be 10 minutes ago,
Mm-hmm.
Engineer Moretti said here that never, Charlie P, that never did we have a problem with scarcity of passports. I have sent you 3 articles. I do not do David Hundein, but I've even sent an article written by David Hundein 4 years ago, complaining about scarcity of passports.
But
I've
CBO, what
said,
is
What is the
scarcity?
cost
What
of
is
the
you
scarcity?
scarcity?
said,
CBO. This
wait,
is
you
something
said,
If I don't pay
extortionate
my
now.
supplier, won't I
I
not get
don't
the, will I
care
get the
what I
product?
listen. At this point, I'm listening to what you people are saying. You people
If
said,
you like,
You see,
shut it down.
CBO,
you said,
CBO,
hold on
CBO,
now.
CBO. No, now
Hold
need to
on, let
talk.
me
Hold
make
on.
my point. Let me make my
CBO,
point.
CBO.
No,
No be your turn,
Moretti,
self.
allow
Hold
him
on.
first. Let's
Now
win.
lie. Listen, CBO. No be even self to talk. Okay? You no go come here, come gaslight anybody. This PRO they run for government now, right? Minister don't come up. Come, you know, open mouth talk about scarcity. He only talk about the acceleration. That if they increase it so that it will get to you faster. If we are doing it in 3 days, you get it in 1 day. So if it's about scarcity, I will tell you he will make it his case. You understand? So now you want come to put mouth. Now you want come to talk with you, we no talk. I beg. Since you
No be
say
you
never
talk
reach your
say
turn.
never, no be
Wait,
you in your mouth.
CBO
No be
now,
you use your
CBO.
mouth here, talk say,
You say
never
it
have you
never
ever heard
reach
of the
your
case of
turn.
scarcity of booklets. No be
You say
waiting
it
you
never
talk.
reach your turn. Just wait.
No
If
be
you reach
waiting
your
you
turn, no
talk. No be
wahala.
waiting you use
CBO,
your
be
mouth talk.
listening and stop arguing.
CBO now.
No,
But
but
now you
is
they
that, why
make
you guys
excuse of
denying what
scarcity
you said?
now. Now you bring scarcity matter enter this thing we
Me,
dey talk.
no be you
Meanwhile, the
talk say,
minister never make.
no be una talk here say, never has there been an issue with the scarcity of
Okay,
Nobody
booklets.
said
what
that.
Moretti,
scarcity?
Nobody said that.
Moretti,
We
Did
all
you
know when
say
everybody
it
passport
or
don't
not?
start.
talk,
Yes or
No,
no?
no,
It
Okay,
was
CBO
now.
did
OJ
not say
that
everybody
that.
said
will
it
talk.
to,
Eh?
CBO, you talked about demand and supply.
But who
Then we
came up
asked,
with scarcity? Who
The only
came up
person
with
have
that
you
spoke
scarcity?
about
investigated
scarcity
the
there was
supply
OJ.
chain process?
Okay,
God
and
have
we
mercy.
answered
It was
him.
OJ.
Engineer,
We answered
even
him
you
accurately.
I
said
did
with
not
CBO,
your own
say it.
mouth,
Everybody was aware of what.
you said with
CBO, you see these tactics. I know. Anytime we come up, they address one of the things where they affect us. Una go just come. I know. Una go just come. One make us like we can't live with two
but
supposed to talk
now
now.
waiting
Come talk
una
am.
talk now. Una talk
CBO,
say never have you ever
why we
heard
take
of
they
the
have
case
this
of
system?
scarcity.
You're supposed to be muted. Jesus Christ. You're supposed to be muted. See, I bet we don't go that route where they carry us go now. If we reach your turn, if we reach your turn, you go talk. I beg the Macaros.
Here, let me just go straight to the point. I think, yeah, basically at the end of the day, when we have intellectual spaces like this, Nigerians are well within their rights to argue for whatever they feel it's actually convenient. But one of the things that I find a little bit disturbing is that there are Nigerians who are actually partaking in the concept of this uncertainty that has been going on in Nigeria for the longest, and for some weird reasons have something positive to say. Now, I always believe that the voice of maturity is the voice of God. So everybody cannot be complaining about a particular thing, and only a few people who feel that they are not being touched or it doesn't affect them in some particular way all of a sudden feel or try to reinstate into the fact that, okay, the government is actually working. Now, we've not even touched down on the major problems that Nigeria faces. Why do we have to pay so much for a start, for a national identity, in quote, a passport that is being scrutinized all around the world? Have you traveled to some airports or gone to some places or some countries, and the instance they realize that you are a Nigerian, you go through, you will be scrutinized from head to toe? Because why? That green passport has now become a symbol of corruption, a symbol of I don't even know, fraud, a symbol of whatever you brand it to be. It's quite unfortunate that in this present generation, somebody is screaming when you want to apply for a visa. When you apply for a visa, do they stamp it on your forehead? Do they stamp it on your back or on your t-shirt? It is put inside a national identity, which is a passport that you need to travel with. And I'm asking someone, how many Nigerians can confidently afford a national passport? Someone is saying, do you need a passport to travel? So indirectly, when you go for your biometrics, you do your whole thumb printing and everything, your visa gets stamped on your forehead, on your t-shirt. You have it on your t-shirt to go out with. Look, let's be very factual here. As much as I understand that
irrespective of how we try to brandish it, one of the things I will never stand on any space that I hear it is people who sound very irresponsible. I'm not insulting you. It's no insult to anybody who feels they are insulted. I've not called names here. It's to those who know that they are very irresponsible in their submission. Very irresponsible, uncouth, mannerless people. They are the problems that we have all been facing in this Nigeria as a whole. How can one person stand and say that, oh, it is, wait, we are talking about the increment of passports. We are talking about the, look, for something to step rise, Nigerians are so quick to feel that, yes, we're trying to belong into the fastest growing economies in the world that makes...
SOB,
Now, wow, imperfect.
SOB
Yeah,
did down
now.
since just they come up. In the go
No,
down,
no,
they
no.
come up.
No, I know they down since so. I did.
Oh yeah, now SOB talk. Just give them patience. Just be patient. 5 minutes SOB.
Okay. So I'll just speak to the passport side of it first. I think the number one problem that we have in this country about procurement is there is no transparency about procurement. It's always a thing of, like, is frequently reoccurring every time that if bottled water costs 100 naira, me and you know that bottled water costs 100 naira on the streets, but government want to procure that bottled water. A bill to procure that bottled water will be passed at the rate of 1,000 naira. What does that mean? If government is supposed to buy 10 bottled water for 10 people for 1,000, we are now going to pay 10,000 for 10 people bottled water to procure just 10 pieces. You see that dubiousness in our procurement. That is the first thing that is affecting this country. Oh, you will see a governor that just build a warehouse that looks like that warehouse they normally build and they call it school. They say they build it with 500 million, something that cannot even cost up to 25 million. That is procurement problem. I don't want to believe that Nigerian government should be owing invoice in arrears where or wherever they go and purchase the materials that is used to manufacture our international passports. Either they even give the international passport to a foreign company to produce. I don't want to believe that Nigeria will be owing invoice like upward. If they say international procurement, they usually give you 30 days payment, 60 days payment, or 90 days payment. International business, I know that one. But I don't believe that our country should be owing any such of amount in procurement if that invoice is not overinflated. If the true cost of manufacturing one international passport is $50, I want to bet you that a bill of procurement will be passed and they will say one is $500 and they will pass that bill of procurement. They will now come back with, we want to subsidize that $500 to $150. So government will now be paying $350 as subsidy. Why is this happening? Because there is no transparent procurement. Since I was born, I have never seen a transparent procurement in this country. That is the number one problem we have pertaining anything. It's the same thing with cars. You see cars that they buy for our politicians, cars that are sold for 70, 80 million. They will tell you it's 400 million. That is the problem. Then when we come to the scarcity, they say our passports used to be scarce in some places. There is no data anywhere. If the Ministry of Interior knows that Lagos State used to have 1 million passport application every month, and somewhere like Jos used to have 2,000 passport application every month, why is Lagos State not supposed to be getting at least the higher percentage of whatever they procure? If they procure 10 million passports in a year, Lagos State alone should be getting like 4 million. because of the traffic in Lagos. But there is no data. We cannot even point to any data that says this is the amount of application they get in Lagos. That is why we constantly keep hearing there is scarcity, because other states does not have that high level of that high level of application. That one on the other side. Then the wickedness of civil servants and their constant quest to collect bribe in everything. That is another problem for another day. You see the high tax rates in this administration. It will be funny for you to hear today that every single fee that is paid to the federal government to procure anything or to pay for anything has been increased since Tinubu came into power. Just think about any fee that you pay for any form of procurement that you are paying for. Please, vehicle license too. Why has vehicle license fee too been increased? Like, should they say they want to start giving us our vehicle license within 2 hours once you apply for your vehicle papers, your vehicle particulars? Like, virtually every fee like every fee you can imagine, name it, even JAMB was, just imagine any fee that you are going to remit 1 kobo to the national treasury, like, I'm paying for this thing. It has been increased by Tinubu. And that is his ideology of development, is taxation. He has no other ideology. They keep taxing and taxing. Tinubu came in, federal university school fees was about 20 to 45,000. They took it to 200,000, 150,000, and roll out student loan so that one thing can start happening. Even in states that are oil producing states, there is no rational reason why oil producing states, indigenous from oil producing states, should be paying school fees and paying hospital bill. Any oil producing state in Nigeria, I believe that we have the capacity that every indigene born in any oil producing state should enjoy free healthcare and free education from zero to whichever you want to.
Can anyone hear Ezobi?
No.
I think he's struggling with his network. Ezobi, can you hear us? Are you there? All right, I think we're going to move from him. Anytime he comes back, we'll give him extra 2 minutes.
All right.
Kingsley.
Aside, we are not going to do it.
Okay, hold on. He's back. Ezobi, are you there? Okay, I think you should go down. I'll resend you the mic. Fix your network, then you come back. Kingsley, if you can hear me, you can continue with your submission. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Moretti. And greetings, everyone on this space listening. You see, it's only in Nigeria that you will see the people supporting a certain government not hold them accountable. You don't see that in every other country. In US, for instance, when Trump was moving mad with his tariffs, you will see most of the people that voted for him calling him out, as telling him that this is not the way. When he wanted to declare war in Iran, it was a heavy backlash on him from not just other party supporters, but within his own people, those that voted for him. In Canada here, where I stay, Justin Trudeau was removed from office because most people that supported Liberal Party were no longer happy with him. Everybody started going against him, asking for his removal. But in Nigeria, you will see people supporting APC, follow APC just the way the way flies follows cops to grave. sometimes it feels as though that the moment you start supporting the party, they remove your sense of reasoning. You no longer see things clearly from an average Nigerian standpoint. They make you see things from their high level of politicians, even though you do not enjoy those luxury they enjoy. Someone here was saying, trying to talk to some of the guys speaking and say that maybe because you do have doesn't mean that, you assume that everybody do have. And that's not true. The truth is that most APC supporters do not have. They are lacking, just like every other average Nigerian that is there in the country lacking or struggling. Most of their supporters are shamelessly in so many DMs begging for fund, begging for money to help them live and survive this administration. When you give one, I gave one money the other day because, of the problem he was having. He shared videos and pictures of the wife in hospital. He couldn't pay bill. I sent him 200,000 to support him. The next day, I saw him on Space talking how Tinubu administration has made his life so good and things are now so good for him. And you will see them that way. One hand, you're begging for survival. On the other hand, you're all over the places defending something you do not even understand. Someone came up here asking, must you travel? Must you have international passport? That's how they reason. In their head, that small part that is still active. They think that is every country that you have to go to that you have to pay 300,000 for a visa. That's how small that brain is when you start supporting APC. You forgot that there are so many African countries that do not require visa. All you need to show is your international passport. That your international passport, from an international standpoint, is the only document that makes you a Nigerian. But to APC supporters, it's a luxury. It's a luxury that maybe when you attend certain class, that's when you should have it. You've heard them talk about it. And these are people that defend this administration. Statistically, according to NBS, Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, 3 to 5% of Nigerians have international passports. 3 to 5% of our population. In Canada, more than 80% of the Canadian population, Canadian citizens, have international passports. The ones that do not have are those that don't like to travel. You see, it's so terrible. It's so sad. I recently renewed my passport in Canada, my Canadian passport. I got the 10-year passport for $160. And that's the problem. When APC want to make comparison, they will tell you that in Canada, the cost of 32-page passport is $120. They will tell you the cost of 64-page passport is $160. And then they'll multiply the exchange rate. They will now tell you that if you multiply 160 or 120 by whatever the exchange gives them, it will give you maybe around 150,000 naira or around 200,000. Now they will tell you, double back and tell you, do you see our passport is cheaper in Nigeria than in Canada? Double back a little bit. In Canada, I live in Ontario. Minimum wage is 17.85. That's almost $18 an hour. That's if you're a bottom end, like entry level, you're just beginning. $18 an hour. Day work that you do, you're getting $170 or $200 a day you earn at a minimum wage earner. Now, as that minimum wage earner, you've made $200 a day. Passport, 32-page, $120. So even from working for one day, as a bottom earner, minimum wage earner, you can afford to pay for your international passports. Whichever one you want to go for. 64 page, 32 pages. You can comfortably pay for that. Now, when you work as a minimum wage earner, now you multiply that your 200 or 170 times 30 days that you work. You can comfortably afford to pay for more than 20 pieces, 20 passports from that your monthly wage that you've earned. They won't see that. APC never do that kind of mathematics. They won't see things. They have this selective amnesia. They will only focus on that narrow path they want to go to. They will ignore other elements of things. You forgot that you have to earn to be able to pay for all these increasing tax the people are made or forced to pay all over the places. Under Jonathan's administration, minimum wage was 18,000 naira a month. Passport, 32-page, was 8,000 naira to do it. Under Buhari's administration, so even under Jonathan, you still have that 10,000 left from your minimum wage if you want to get your passport. Under Buhari, as terrible as that man was, international passport was 25,000 naira for 32-page. Minimum wage was 35,000 naira. Tinubu came. While he was still paying that minimum wage of 35 from Buhari, he shoot up that international passport to 50,000. And when he eventually decides to increase it, the minimum wage, to 70,000, he shoot up that passport so that you can't get it now to 100,000. You see the gap. He made sure that you, as a minimum wage earner in Nigeria, can't get it. A luxury for you. You see, there's something Tinubu said when he was doing campaign that we thought he was rambling. He said he was going to build coastal highway to wherever. We thought he was, talking off point. And then he also mentioned that he's going to reduce purchasing power. Most of us did not understand that, but it's all connecting. It's all making sense now. Tinubu met electricity at 66 naira per kilowatt hour. He increased that electricity tariff to 225 naira per kilowatt hour. He has made it so difficult for people to even afford that electricity. You see, their plan, his Tinubu's system of governance is to ensure that you're not able to get that which he's offering. So now, what he wants to do is to ensure that many people can't afford electricity, so you can voluntarily remove yourself from NEPA. Let's say if there are 50 million people that are connected to electricity in Nigeria, now 40 million can no longer afford it. All of you that are 40 that cannot afford it can now disconnect your line willingly. And then only 10 million may be able to connect. Maybe you're able to afford it. And then he can boast that I have given you stable electricity. And that's exactly what he's doing. He has done it with fuel. And that gentleman that was here
So
speaking,
they won't build a new power station.
and that gentleman that was here speaking, that lacked that sense of reasoning, couldn't see that the reason why there are few cars on the road now is because people no longer have money to fuel their car. He now said that now Tinubu is working because there are no more people, no more crowd in the fuel station. Look at that. Look at that.
Please, who said so? Who said so, please? Who said so?
Just imagining how
Na me talk
myopic.
am. Na me
Oh
talk
my
am.
God.
Okay. Who didn't talk am?
Just imagining how mentally deranged
And
he
never
must
Okay,
twelve.
be.
okay,
And
okay.
they
Just
fear am.
I
imagine
said the
how
matter tire
mentally
me.
deranged
The
you
matter
could
tire
be
me.
to think that way. Just Just imagine it.
Okay,
I
thank
have
you.
so many things
Thank
to
you.
say, but
Mona,
just
make
let
una
me
leave
finish.
OJ. Mona leave
Thank
OJ, I
you.
beg.
Thank
Sorry,
you,
who just
Abeg.
spoke now? Who just
Thank
spoke?
you.
I can't see the frequency.
Okay. Now in the
It's Kingsley. It's
on high
Kingsley that
frequency
has
in
just spoke.
the
Uh,
like Kingsley.
sorry, who is
Okay,
that?
thank you so much. Now Kingsley
Kingsley,
just speak
Kingsley,
now.
Kingsley.
Kingsley just speak. Guys, if you make them more than 5 minutes, people will get chance to speak. And they get DM already. I beg. Some spaces like just 5 minutes, 5 minutes to 6 minutes a beg. Because if not, if one person they talk. So one person will there for like the next 2 hours they won't speak a beg, eh? Let's make it snappy. Okay, now who never speak in this space? Let's say from Chief,
Nah,
then
chief,
come to
chief,
Deep
chief.
Sky. Yeah, Chief, then Deep Sky. I beg. Thank you
Then
so
we
much.
recycle to Oma. Then Odonayo.
All right. Good morning, everybody, from my side here. Um, it's been a wonderful conversation
And
listening
Chief,
to. Yeah, can you hear me?
greetings to you. Yes, please. As we speak
Okay.
now, these people they don't carry their phone now, they don't begin the record. You know what happened the other
I,
time you came to speak on my space? Please
I, I
be
don't care. You know,
please
I don't care.
be nice, please. Thank you.
I will try. I will
Thank you
try.
so
I
much.
will try
Thank
and
you.
be nice.
Thank you.
I will
Yeah,
try
you
and be
have
nice.
5 minutes, please, sir.
All right, Moretti, just be calming down, my brother. In this Tinubu economy, you have to calm down. You understand? I'm not the cause of Nigeria's problem. You understand? I'm only a messenger from APC. As an APC chieftain, I'm only here to tell you people what is going on. Um, I don't know why people are surprised about what is going on. When before he came in, he made a very important declaration, and those declarations are he's going to reduce the purchasing power of the people. He's going to slow down the economy, and he's going to widen the tax net. When someone tells you something, believe the person. I don't know why people are arguing here, they're talking things. Our Baba, the Ashwaju of Lagos, is already manifesting the things he said he would do. I don't know why, the whole argument and why you are fighting with our brothers that live, especially those ones that live in Canada and those ones that live in UK. That country, I don't know what is wrong with it. It seems like the moment someone moves there, something will just enter into them and their brain will stop working. These people can defend anything, right? I can tell you, do you know that tomorrow, even if they raise the price of the cost of a passport to 1 million, they will tell you, must you have a passport? Must you travel? Why are you running away? This is someone that stays in their house abroad, and you are paying. I think I was in a space yesterday when one man that calls himself tax doctor, I think that's his name, wrote something and someone shared it on that space on the Jumbotron. And I read about it. The guy was just talking rubbish, saying that, he called someone in Nigeria and they made a transfer that amounted to 1 million. I think he sent about, I think 800 and something Canadian dollars. I don't know how much it is, but he sent 1 million naira equivalent of Canadian dollars and started saying how it is cheap to live in Nigeria. And I read that thing and I said, to be honest, your brain will be working well until you start defending APC. Your brain will be working very well. But the moment you start defending APC, your brain will stop working. It's as if they will just press it pause. Then you start saying things that doesn't make sense. Let me give you a typical example. Where I live in the States, in a month, this is summer, that it's hot and I'm running, uh, my cooling system is on 247. Every month I pay maximum in a month that maybe I use something, I did a lot of ironing or whatever, I pay $110. And there is light 24 hours. What is the equivalent of that in Nigeria? Probably around 170, right? Maybe 160, 170, 175,000 naira. For someone that has light 247, do whatever I want to do. How much is band A? Anybody here that lives in Nigeria and you are using band A, how much do you pay in a month? How much do you pay?
I
Just
I actually pay I only use the cooling system in my room, right? I pay 45,000 every week.
45,000 because just your room, not that your freezer, other ACs in other rooms. Because in my own house, everything is on. I mean, it's a central cooling system. and I pay about at most $120, right? So imagine $120 is about 170,000 naira. Then you that live in Nigeria, you are in band A. So that means you are one of the 1% of the 1%. Like you are the elite. For you to even be in band A, you are paying over 200,000. And someone will stay in Canada and tell you that it is cheap. You know, sometimes I just feel like if not that killing people is illegal, there are some people that shouldn't see tomorrow just by the things they say. I'm telling you, it's not a
But
laughing matter,
Chief,
you know, because you
what
can't
happened to
tell
Hans
me
Farm?
so that what?
Mosika is this AC. What happened to Hans Farm? That's why all of you are just lazy. What happened to Akufe? Mosika is this AC. That's why we don't live more than 60 years anymore. Eh? Those people that use Akufe, look at that. Tinubu was using Hans Farm. How old is he today? 90
Do you
plus.
know?
What are we
Do you
saying?
know? As a matter
Eh?
of fact, as a matter of fact, I used to put off my fridge during daytime. Oh.
My God, so that the
But
electricity bill will come down.
if you on your AC in your room, open your parlor door, open the parlor to the air. You circulate all over your house. This is the economics one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Nigeria.
One thing, guys, so that I will not forget I've actually forgotten some of the things I want to say. But one of the things I see from these people is that these people are very wicked. They they've escaped the system. So wherever they are staying, it is easier for you to be the best coach when you're not playing football, right? You know who to pass the ball to. Look at what you are playing. Look at Onana. What is Onana doing there at the goalpost for Man U fans? What is Onana doing there until they ask you to go to that goalpost and stay there, right? It is easier for you to say, oh, he's working. You people should just endure because you are at an advantage. You have people that give you money. Maybe you're in Nigeria, but you have a means of making money that if we check it whether if Nigeria is working, so you'll probably be in jail because I'm very sure you're committing some fraudulent activities to make that money. That you are here bragging that you have 4 passports to renew in your family. In the US, I renewed my passport and the passport card because that's what we call passport and passport card. Let's say if I want to go to Canada and I don't want to use my passport, I will just use my passport card, right? It's just like an ID card. I can just use that at the border and go to like Canada, maybe Mexico. My passport is $130. The passport card itself is $30. So 2 of them is $160. Do you know the value of that passport compared to the passport that you will renew with an amount more than the minimum wage? What is even the value of Nigerian passport? What is even the value? Do you know that if you are coming to Nigeria, for people that don't know this, if you're coming to Nigeria and you decide not to come with your Nigerian passport, probably just get a Nigerian visa in your passport. Do you know they will give you more preference as you land in Nigeria? They will respect you more having a foreign passport than having a Nigerian passport. People that are not traveling often wouldn't know this. Once you land in Lagos or land in Abuja, they will just tell you foreign passport this way, Nigerian passport this way. You will see the way they are attending to people with foreign passport in your own land. In your own land, the way
Chief.
you attend to them. For people someone like me that travel very often and go to Nigeria very often in a year, I will tell you that it will feel like a course having that Nigerian passport. It will feel like a course because for some of us that have foreign passports, maybe US, UK, Canadian, or maybe an European passport, you see the way they will just wave at you, okay, welcome, welcome. What you bring down, the immigration officers don't even pay attention. They just tell you, welcome. What do you have? They just come. You that is a Nigerian with Nigerian passport, where are you coming from? You say you're coming from Brazil, St. Lucia, all these countries. What did you do? That's how they'll be embarrassing you in your own country. It's only in Nigeria that it happens like that because if you enter US with a US passport, nobody delays you. The line moves very fast. Other passport will have a long, very long queue. But the reverse is the case when you come back to Nigeria. When you come back to Nigeria, the queue for Nigerian passport is very long and very slow. The queue for foreigners very fast. It moves very fast. What is the value in that thing? Let's even leave that side. I don't want to delve more. Internal people that are recording will record. It's good for you to show agenda. It's none of my business. But what I'm saying, in effect, is this. This is just, people being very wicked. I have opined that I feel pity for the millennials because these are people that most of them were like in their early 20s when Buhari took over, right? So, or maybe you are in your mid 20s when Buhari took over. Now you are in your late 30s, or you are even in your 40s. You have never experienced good life, and you're not going to experience good life. Most of you will not be able to marry. Even those that marry, you will not be able to have the number of kids you've desired all your life to have, because it's only one or two that you can train. Even that too, you're even looking for your friend or your sibling that lives abroad to pay school fees for them, because you can't even cope. You can't afford good feeding, good school for your kids. You are drying up like dry fish. You are too old, looking older than your age. It's not because you are not working hard, but it's just because of the economy. Your car that broke down, you packed it for more than 3 months now. You are jumping keke, jumping Okada to go to work. But you will see someone that is also a millennial living somewhere in a good country, even doing the barest minimum, working 36 hours or maybe 40 hours at most, but they are living very well, will tell you you have to endure, you have to wait, you have to sacrifice. While you are sacrificing, these people are sharing extra code for nonsense trips. Do you know this trip this man went to in Brazil? Do you know how much they paid in extra code for people that went there with him? The people that will go with him and go there and welcome him and go there and be the people that will sit in the conference room. And then when he's coming back to Nigeria, they will fly back to Nigeria and still welcome him back to Nigeria. Do you know amount they shared to them? You know, I don't know what I would tell millennials, because I don't want to talk about Gen Zs, because obviously Gen Zs, I think they caught the whole thing on time, and then they moved. There's a shift. They are more, inclined to digital money and all of that. But you see, millennials, they are stuck with both the old and the new. So they're just stuck in the middle. Do we go fully into digital, or do we stick with what we know that was working for our parents? So the millennials are actually the victims of both Buhari and Tinubu's economy. And I feel pity for them. Any man you see that in his 30s to 45, pity them. A lot of you people here are not married, and you can't be married. Not because you don't want to, but you have to feed yourself now. The same place you've been living in Lagos, the same spot you've been living in, that's where you're still living 10 years after. Because if you move out from there, you can't even pay house rent again to come back to that place. Your landlord has pity on you, because the moment you move, they will increase that rent. They will double it. There's nothing you can do. That's the reality on ground. So I was feeling upset when some people were talking here, but I just felt that there's no need to be upset. This is just people that felt, oh, they're already at advantage. So there's nothing that's going on in Nigeria now that will affect them. But what I want to tell you is that there's a way life works, that you are living somewhere and enjoying the dividends of, the social and economic, goodies and largesse that is there, does not mean that something cannot happen and then you find yourself at Mauritania Mohammed. And when that happens, you'll be the first to come and cry for people to do something for you. Or maybe you feel that you have invested so much in crypto, or you have invested so much in the money market that, oh, you are secured for life. So no matter how the economy of the world is, you can never chop grass. That's good. I thank God for you. Your life is moving for you, but there are people that are not like you. Stop being very insensitive when you are giving, your point on top. We must not agree. We must not support Ashwaju. We must not support Tinubu. We must not support P2B or Atiku. All of us must not support everybody. But when people are sharing their realities, when people are sharing, the things they go through, the struggle, do not come on space and make them feel like they are stupid for being where they are. People are working hard, but they're not seeing it. Even you that worked in Nigeria for a very long time before you left Nigeria. I saw one of my brother that is here. The guy is from the West. He lives in Canada. He said he worked for 15 years in Nigeria, nothing to show for it. But in 3 years in Canada, he has bought a house, built a house in Nigeria, bought a car for his mom. And if he's feeling happy, feeling fulfilled, imagine a 45-year-old man. So imagine if he remained in Nigeria today, what would have been his fate? Probably living somewhere, living in squalor, in abject poverty. And when he tells you that you can't afford those things, you're telling him, why does he need a passport? Oh, you can pay 300,000 for a visa. but you can't pay 100,000 for a passport. Sometimes some people talk as if their brains are leaking. So please, you see this whole thing. The only thing I can wish for anybody is if you know anything you can do, you do. Because as far as Nigeria is concerned, to be very honest with you, it's not going to get any better. They're still going to squeeze even the little air. I think it was 2 years ago that Ichoke was raining. This is the Ichoke. This is the time we're supposed to be using that slogan, Ichoke, because he's actually choking. Very soon now, for you to ship something from Nigeria to UK to Canada to US, you have to pay. I think I saw that tweet
Yeah,
this morning.
$80.
$80 for someone to just do Weibi for you from Nigeria. You're living abroad. You're going to pay $80. That's about 120,000 naira. That is not just to pay night post as a fee. Then you now pay the courier service fee. So how much would it be? They're going to squeeze you, even you abroad. You think you abroad, you can't run away from it. So let me just yield here, but I just don't know what to do for millennials. I think maybe imperfect, you have to open a space for millennials to talk and vent, because we're actually ignoring these, people that are within the age of 30 and 45. These people are
Like,
going
can
through
you
a lot.
please stop reminding me of my predicament, Chief? Please leave this marriage
I
thing
know
alone
you're part
now.
of it now. That's why I'm pointing you. I know you can't marry. You cannot marry. Open a space for millennials. You see a lot of, we talk about, the girls are getting to 30 and all of that. Have you talked about the men? Let me even divert a little bit.
Chief,
Men
Chief,
here.
are you there?
Can you?
Chief,
Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Talk,
Chief,
oh.
thank you. Chief, thank you so much. Chief, thank you so much. But Chief, you are a medical doctor. But make you take note.
Okay.
Chief is a
Okay,
medical
sorry. Can you
doctor.
hear me? A call was coming to my phone.
Okay, please.
Can you
30
hear
more
me?
seconds,
No,
please.
no, no.
30 more
Before I
seconds.
go, I have to say this
Imperfect. They don't call
because
my name, tell you, I bet make I respond to some of these guys.
Wait,
Nala, you go
wait,
wait. Oh. You
wait,
go wait.
hold on.
You
make
go
I
start the
finish
Nobody
now.
battle.
should
You
disturb
hold
my
it.
fellow APC. Nobody should disturb my fellow APC member.
Now
Chiefs,
only
go
us,
ahead.
now only few of us be the contrary opinion now. So that would now only
Okay,
us
wait,
be
make Chief
now
finish. Make Chief finish, I beg.
now
Make
only
Chief
us be
finish.
the
Make Chief
perceived
finish.
enemy here. So
Make Chief finish, oh. Make Chief finish, I beg. Hold on.
So I was saying that
Okay, but
all the
Chief,
time we are
Chief,
just on a
Chief,
side.
Chief.
We're always talking about. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you also hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
But being a medical doctor, don't you think that Tinubu is trying to save our lives? Because too much AC is not good for our body. But when you enter bike, enter keke, you get okay, doctor, vitamin D is necessary for us. Not Moretti, you sleep all through the night, AC. Wake up in the morning, AC. Enter your car, AC. Get your office, AC. That's why most people now have cancer. What are we saying? Tinubu is saving our lives. Why can't you guys see it from that angle? We need vitamin D, those heat, those sweats, those hot early morning sun. What are we saying now? Or Oma, am I not saying?
Well, I agree with you because for the fact that people can't afford vehicles now, can't buy fuel, they are trekking more, so they're exercising, and it's good for their heart.
Exactly.
When you trek, if you trek from from mile 2 to VI,
To show you.
you will burn a lot of calories. Or from Oshodi to Lekki, you will burn a lot of calories. It's good for you. It's good for your heart. Nigerians are lazy. They just want to be enjoying life, just be in AC and causing traffic, constituting nuisance. A lot of so anyway. What I'm saying, in effect, is on a serious note. I don't know when you open that space. Maybe over the weekend or maybe next week. But I think it's something that needs to be discussed because this government of APC has actually slowed down this generation. Um, both male and female, both male and female. You see a lot of ladies, in their 30s, heading to their 40s. They want to marry. They're in good relationship, not because the guy they are with don't want to marry them, but there is no money. There is no money.
Chief,
And
God bless
while we are
you. God
discussing this
bless
thing,
you. God
let me
bless you,
point
Chief.
you.
Tell them.
While we
Oh,
are
God bless
discussing
you.
this thing, as a guy, you are aging, and as you are aging, so is the quality of your sperm is actually depreciating. The sperm
Why,
cells
Chief?
are dying
Wow.
off.
Ozugo, please.
The
Don't.
chances
Please,
of
No
who is
sperm
ready?
conspiracy
Who
cells.
now,
is ready
please.
to get
No
married
conspiracy.
here amongst the
No,
women? Add him
no
ready today.
So these things are
You
reality.
mark here, you live it,
And
you
people will
don't live
tell
in
you,
Nigeria.
oh, they can do
I've come back home.
what?
No, you said I don't live in Nigeria. I said I've come back. Tinubu said
Okay,
we should
okay,
come back,
that's good
so
for
I
you.
came
So, but
back.
let me just finish my point because these are economic realities, right? So, as we're talking about, you will say, oh, you as a man, you can do it anytime, or you can do IVF. IVF is not cheap. It both financially, emotionally, psychologically, and physiologically. It takes a toll, both in fact more on the woman than even the man. These things are not cheap. And why you are having a lot of that is because people don't even have the wherewithal to go into the marital affairs on time. These are realities. Men are turning 30s every day. Ladies are turning 30s, 35. Eggs are shrinking. Sperm cells are dying. And we are just talking on Twitter. And we're just discussing it. This generation will just phase away. This generation will be the generation who will have lowest number of kids. Millennials will have the lowest number of kids. Because people that plan to have 3 or 4 will barely have 1 or 2. I'm telling you, because you have to survive. That's our reality. So maybe we will look at maybe Gen Zs and Gen Alphas to probably, repopulate, sorry, people in the South anyway, to repopulate the South. So this is a serious matter, guys. Let's forget that, we talk about them on a lighter note and all of that. It's very serious. It's going to affect who we are, what we are, how we say things. So let me yield here. I will still come back. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Odunayo, you can mute your mic and give us a submission.
I thought I was the one that was supposed to go. All right.
Deep
No,
Sky.
but
Okay,
let's see,
yeah,
I
yeah,
beg.
yeah, yeah,
Deep
yeah,
Sky,
yeah, yeah.
Deep
Deep
Sky,
Sky. Yeah, yeah,
Udaya
yeah,
should
yeah.
don't speak several times. After this guy, then
No,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
wow,
yeah.
have
Deep
now.
Sky
respond
should go. He
No,
hasn't
no,
said anything
I know why you omitted me, Moretti. I have it on
yet.
record. I have the crimes, you and imperfect, all the crimes people have committed. I have it on my table. You, him, or men. Don't worry, we'll discuss it in another space. Okay, imperfect. I greet you. I know one of these days they just send you to come and do as if you care for Nigerians, and then you bring your APC urchins and platform them, make them special guests so that everybody will now come and speak with them. It doesn't make any sense, but I understand because they pay you $5,000 every month. You come and host space, then you bring APC people, platform them, make them executive guests. Then everybody that wants to make a submission will come and talk to them, engage them. When the person is done talking, you bring one of the urchins, they will come and talk. We are seeing your record. But then I joined your space when there was a back and forth going on between Engineer Moretti and one of the APC guys, or 2 AP guys that you brought in. At the time, I was in the office with a friend because I remember in the past we've talked about Nigeria, and I have told her about how Nigerians behave, especially the ones who think the government that they support is in power. They never criticize the government, they never condemn government activities. So when that argument was going on, I put the phone on speaker. She was hearing it. She was shaking her head like, who are these people? Like, lack of critical thinking, no logical sense. They just want to make silly arguments. But that's by the way. I'm not against the fact that the Ministry of Interior said they are increasing the what it was called passport pricing. You know what? Was it not last year that you people of you fought and say you want minimum wage, an increment in minimum wage? So because you have requested for an increment in minimum wage, what it means is that government is going to increase the price of every single thing from their own end, and that is what they are doing. They have increased the price of school fees in universities. They have whatever thing, all utility bills today is now very, very high. Sometimes their own is even times 3. Well, no problem. Let's look at our neighboring countries. I don't want people to go and be doing passport comparison. This is why I don't like all these people like Chief who live in America. Small thing, people will start talking about America. Oh, yeah, because to like Canada. No. Please, let's not go there. All the fact. Let's look around us in the continent, right? At least we have the whole 4 regions on the continent. You have the Northern MENA region, you have the East Africa region, you have the SADC region, you have the West Africa region. And in all of these countries, at least in the case of West Africa, you can say Nigeria is the largest economy. In the case of Kenya, Kenya is the largest economy. In the case of South Africa is the largest economy. Good. Let's look at passport ratings. I'm going to quote a number of data here, but the passport rating is coming from ND Passport Index. So let's look at Nigeria. Nigeria wants to increase or has increased the 64 passport price, right? Okay, in Nigeria, minimum wage is 70,000. And then 64-page passport will cost 200,000 naira. That's how much? That's more than 230 or 200, close to 300%, close to 300% minimum wage. Then the passport rating is 88 in the world. Let's look at our nearest, our fine brother in Ghana, at least in the same region. Ghana's passport rating is 74. Ghana's minimum wage is 599 cedis. 64-page passports cost 350 cedis in Ghana. So you can see that roughly half of the, or let's say 55 to 60% of the minimum wage can afford a 64-page passport. Their passport rating is 74 globally, right? That is 14, which is actually number 14th, better than that of Nigeria globally. Okay, let's look at our brothers and sisters in East Africa. Let's just go to Kenya, the biggest economy in that region. Kenya's minimum wage is, what is it?
But those that went to Ghana this week, they said the fuel price in Ghana is more expensive than Nigeria and other.
We are not arguing about fuel price today. If you want to argue about it, me, I can probably just leave this place. We are talking about, let's do basic comparison. So for Kenya, right? Kenya's minimum wage is 15,202 Kenyan shillings. A 64-page passport costs 7,550 Kenyan shillings. That is what? Just half of the minimum wage. With half of the Kenyan minimum wage, you can afford a 64-page passport. And what is Kenya's passport rating in the world? 69. Nigeria is 88. Okay, let's go away from East Africa. Let's come to SADC, the SADC region. Our Njenje people, the land of the Madiba, South Africa. What is South Africa's minimum wage? South Africa's minimum wage as of today is 5,610 rand. How much will it cost you to get a 64-page passport? It's going to cost you 1,200 rand to get a 54-page passport. What it means is that around 30%. No, not even up to that. Very, very like almost like 25% of what's it called? Of your minimum wage can get you a 64-page passport. What is South Africa passport rating in the world? South Africa passport rating in the world is number 48. And let me also say this. As of today, the rand exchanges between naira for roughly 80 something, between 82 and 83 naira. So what it means is that
But
if you exchange,
to be sincere, no. Moretti, to be sincere, you can't compare Nigeria to South Africa. It's not fair. They are, no. You can't compare.
no. For people who say no, they are not can see.
No. It is. We are this.
Hold on, no. We should people used to boast yourself, giant of Africa. You imperfect. I know how many times you used to intimidate girls from Botswana.
If the government compares Nigeria to Canada and America, why won't we compare ourselves to South Africa?
People compare Canada. I say don't compare Canada. Don't compare US. Don't even go to UK. Don't talk about. Let's talk about Africa. So South Africa passport rating is 48 in the world. So let me tell you the people that Nigeria is copying all of this. Nigeria is trying to copy its close-door neighbor, Cameroon. And what's the name? And Cameroon, because even Benin Republic is even better. Minimum wage in Cameroon, in Benin Republic is 52,000. Passport rating in the world is 77. And then the price of passport is 75,000 suffer. So what it means is that your minimum wage will not afford it, but at least your minimum wage and half of it, like half of it in the next month, can buy you, can afford a 64-page passport. So my brothers and sisters, let me be honest with you, especially for all of those urchins who are here, who think that they know Nigeria, they are more Nigerians than us, right? See, one day that Nigeria will consume you. That Nigeria that you think you always want to come and defend anything, Tinubu can wake up today, APC government can wake up and do anything. You don't have common sense to reason. The only is that anything they do, you come and defend. It's actually a sign of mental illness. I think we need to find a word for it. It's a sign of mental illness, right? Because some of you started comparing. Okay, let's see. Just because I don't have time, I only just started doing this now. I just use my AI agent to I want you to generate this data for me in real time. Just because I know I was about speaking. Maybe we need to even look at the company that is in charge of producing this passports. Let's even find out how much it costs to print those passports. Because somebody is coming to come and start telling us, oh, it's because of the cost, the government is subsidizing it. For that booklet, that is how many pages? So that is why somebody should pay 32 page 100,000 and 64 page 200,000. Now gold that they use printer, Abi. Now gold that they use printer. And this is people who are ignorant. They don't even know how these things work. You don't know. Your own is to just quickly run and come and start making noise on social media. I don't blame this because Imperfect come and platform you people. I don't know the kind of dealings people have with Imperfect. You come and platform people running your mouth. Go to the street and go and run that mouth, you silly idiots.
No. Please. Nobody's an idiot here. Everybody, we are all here to learn. I beg. And I know you didn't mean it actually, but I beg, we'll come down to our trust point. And besides, Deep Sky, my passport, we have renewed as at 2014 then. Gold, the ECOWAS, that's my gold. Then they go check that passport, my gold. And they use one. Just aside, if you I don't know if you have renewed passports between 2008, 9, like 2014, go check them, gold did there. So yes,
My own na mercury and
my own
platinum.
son are gold. When say you put them
Platinum day by the side, then mercury day
God
for the
bless you. When say
upper
you
side. Yeah.
inside pocket, come fly for like let's say 8 hours. Once you reach where they go, that gold you don't clean finish. You can't see the main grain where they there. So I beg. This guy, yes, he is good to do the jump passport. Give us some respect.
I don't hear you now. No, actually, I don't hear. No, na diamond, not even good. Na diamond, in short, na Bitcoin, they print Bitcoin on top of. No wahala. We know, no
No,
problem.
no be
Na
diamond. No be
California. You know that
diamond
one where
they
you're.
call am.
You know that time where you platform. You know that time where you
No,
platform
na
Al
No
Californium.
be
Mustafa.
diamond.
Mustafa,
No be
Californium.
diamond.
California. When you come tell you say get 1 million away they go. Now him there they use printer. No wahala. We know. Now let me say this. 2 days ago, I know it's time for me to round up. 2 days ago, I was just schooling. I saw a back and forth happening between, some of those APC urchins and a good number of people on social media. I think there was an argument. Karl Raja was involved. Sarah was involved. And then at some point, it resulted to somebody claiming that they want to come and explain why Tinubu's economy is better, why Nigeria should be hopeful, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, yeah, come, let's debate. They said, put a price to it. The lady said, okay, no problem. I'm going to raise 1.5 million. According to her, she deposited 1 million naira to the space host account, one day like that. Guess what? For more than 7-8 hours, the whole APC urchins who were on the timeline running their mouths, none of them volunteered to come and speak on that space. They could not come and debate. So you think they don't know what they are doing?
wait,
Imperfect, your own friend Bashiru.
Wait, hold on, please. Come again. Said what? There was supposed to be a debate.
Yes, they were going back and forth, and then somebody said, can we debate this?
Between who
APC
and who
urchins
now?
said they cannot do debate. They are the wait, now make I talk. APC urchins said there cannot be a debate without a price. The lady now said, okay, she's going to put 1.5 million, dropped 1 million naira. Oh yeah, APC, come and do debates. Come and win now. Come and do so that you will win. APC, well, we are running away. Your very good friend.
Okay, hold on. Raj and OJ and CBO. If I should drop 1 million on behalf of APC, would you guys come for that debate? If you wish, please give 100. Raj, CBO, and OJ. If I should drop 1 million now for APC.
Imperfect. If you pay me 10 million naira, I'll debate. I'll debate anything.
You see,
Appearance.
which
No,
can,
it's not.
So
Imperfect.
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 So imperfect. So this tells you, sorry, can I round up,
Are you
please?
there?
This tells you that these people don't know what
Allow
they
this
are
guy
doing.
to cry finish now. Allah make
They
it
know
cry
what
finish.
they are doing. They are very, very ignorant. The only thing that is saving them is because of social media space. You know, you can stay anywhere and maybe even use ChatGPT to chunk something for you. It will churn out something that you can post. That is the only thing that is saving them. Because I'm very sure that even in their own neighborhood, in their own village, they cannot, those assertions and claims that they make on social media, that you come and platform them so that they will come and be distorting our memory. They will not be able to do it. They even Agberos, before him go talk finish, he don't collect from Agbero. You understand? But let them
Now
continue.
you get power to beat now. Now soon they make noise. Who you
Okay.
so now everybody now
All right, thank you.
OJ, allow him to finish. That
Okay,
now
day you ran
everybody now you
away.
feel beat. Now
thank
you
you,
get
thank
power
you,
pass.
OJ,
thank you so
allow him
much.
to
Thank you
finish.
so
That day I
Now
much.
was there. You
Thank you so
ran.
when you
much.
hear clown
Hold
like
on.
this making
Hold,
noise.
hold
OJ,
So
on. Hold
so
on.
allow him
Thank
so
to
you.
finish.
Okay.
so
I
now let
was
you
Okay.
feel beat
there that
OJ,
everybody.
day.
OJ,
Now
just
you
Okay.
strong
allow him.
pass.
OJ,
Allow
Hold
him
on.
to
Hold
finish.
on.
OJ,
OJ,
just
you
This
were
allow
there.
strong
You
him.
woman.
ran away.
Hold on,
Imperfect.
guys.
OJ
It is
ran.
done. It is
5,000, you
done.
know,
Okay.
bring go.
Okay. Hold on now.
Imperfect.
Hold
Imperfect.
on.
I beg.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I beg. Is that debate still open? I beg. Who is the girl involved? We should have it this way: 3 obedience and against 5 APC people. I will bring 1 million naira to support APC. I now want to sponsor APC people. I beg. OJ, I go nominate. Hold on, let me finish. Oh
Imperfect.
man now. Oh man now. Hold on. OJ, I'll nominate you, Raj, and CBO. Then I go call which other 2 or 3 obedience. No, sorry. I go nominate Raj, OJ, CBO. Who again? Who again? Which other APC guy? Which other APC guy? Which APC guy? Mazin Nemeka and who did they active on? Additional 5 for 5 of now. 1 million naira.
That name what you call that an automatic failure. Now shout you go contract.
Hold
Start
on
making any
now.
point.
Hold on. Mazin Nemeka, additional my guy, Raj, OJ, and CBU. 5 of una, 1M for on side. Then I
Bashorunko,
only
you don't forget
oh,
Bashoru. Bashoru, you don't forget
Barcelona.
that.
No.
Oh my
Barcelona.
god.
Person
No.
will run for
Hold on.
1.5 million.
Hold on. Barcelona, my in-law, making the one corner first. You know, he's a civil servant. Hold on, please. Then I go nominate just 3 obedience. Where this girl day, Sarah. I go nominate Sarah. Then Biruki and then who I gonna nominate again? Saddam? No. How am I gonna nominate Sarah Biruki? I gonna look for one person. 3 against 5.
So you
OJ, are
cannot
you guys
nominate
game?
me, Abi.
No.
You know,
You are a man of God.
you
You
never
run.
reach the
You
upper
go cry
echelon.
run. No. Yeah.
Sarah, we don't know difference
Spare tire,
between
they still they use
economics
you do.
and
Oh,
economy.
OJ, are
OJ.
we game? OJ, I beg. If you are game, send the account number now.
Imperfect. You are saying you
I go
cannot
wire the
nominate
money.
me?
No.
How can they
I-
How
start
can I
debate with a
nominate the
spare tire?
pastor?
A spare tire.
Imperfect. You are saying you don't want to nominate
How can
me?
you
A
start a
homie?
journey with a spare tire?
I beg, let's
Hey,
move on.
perfect.
Let's move on. I beg.
If you
OJ,
give
hear
APC
from
1
you.
million,
Me?
I go give Obida 1 million
You
for
say
only one person.
Imperfect, did they hear
I say
me?
I go drop 1 million for Obida for one person. Just to attack the 5 of them. May they come with concrete evidence what they don't do.
Imperfect. Money they no get. Money they no get.
OJ.
For
OJ.
okay.
I beg.
intellect
Make
Add
I
they
take your
no
normal. Add
time.
get.
normal for the
Okay.
debate.
You
Moretti,
Imperfect. Add
governance.
normal.
okay.
Add
Hold on.
normal for
Oh,
the
it's
Guys,
debate.
hold on.
Iboribo.
Guys, hold on. Guys, hold on.
Even
I beg.
OJ. I beg.
5,000
Make I
naira
use
money
your
Guys,
no
hold
time.
on.
get.
Guys, okay, guys, hold on. I beg.
Imperfect.
Raj, you go take OJ's time. I beg. Guys, make a hold on. I beg. I
Eh,
beg. I beg. Okay, Raj, go on, you have like 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Imperfect. You see, that's the funny thing. You want us to come and debate people that don't know that 1 Ghana cedi is 1,000 Ghana cedis. People that will come here and tell you minimum wage and passport. Does a cripple go for 100-meter sprint? The people looking for passport to travel out, are they on minimum wage? I don't know. And then, unfortunately, the guy came to talk about logical thinking and critical reasoning.
Wait.
I ask you,
Raj,
what are those on the minimum wage?
Raj, hold on, please.
What is the demography of those looking for passports?
Raj, hold on, please. You are saying if those on minimum wage, I mean, if those going for passport, if they are those on minimum wage, so does it mean that because I am earning like 70K a month, I don't deserve to have Nigerian passport?
Okay, good. Now, because I'm earning 100,000 a month as a civil servant, don't I deserve to drive a G-Wagon? That is the logic.
Jesus Christ.
See, Imperfect.
Okay, wait.
We don't need this packet. Make I talk.
Wait now. Wait. No. Let us have this conversation, please. Is G-Wagon a necessity?
It is a
Don't
necessity.
even use the G-Wagon.
So I
It is a necessity.
Don't use the G-Wagon.
Wait.
Imperfect.
As a matter of fact,
You say
I
you
know
want
they
to,
like.
you say
Did they
you
hear
want
me?
to do political space. You go hear what? Welcome
Did
on
they hear
board.
me? Like Jesus Christ, Jesus. Guy, do you have a soul?
Your mental health go shake. Hold on, please. I beg, make him finish. I'll come back.
You see the problem? You see the problem? We want to be emotive. Tell me people in the rural areas are not living fine all their life without international passport. Why do we like to gaslight? So international passport is now a measure of standard living? Is that what people are saying? It doesn't make any sense. Come on, let's be realistic. You see,
So G-Wagon is the measure of standard living. So G-Wagon is the measure of
you see
standard
why
living.
you see why una no be debate?
So is G-Wagon, that is why you don't read.
Okay, please. Omar, I beg. You don't think I hear Raj talk, I beg. Let him speak. Let nobody interject. Moretti, are you there? Moretti,
Yeah, I did hear. I don't mute.
He's speaking on behalf of APC people now. Make nobody say the space they one-sided. I beg, eh?
Yeah,
Raj,
no wahala. I want go drink
go
like this. Make up of it.
No.
The health
Raj,
they talk.
please, you have 10 minutes. Explain to us as, should I say, novices or toddlers. No could know your own, like, talk to us about this whole passport. Why do you think that those who stay for inside bush no deserve to get international passport, or they don't even deserve to travel? You have 10 minutes. Your time starts now. You stop at 6. I mean, for
okay, thank you very much. No. I have not said those at the rural area do not deserve to travel. No, that's not what I said. I said that the man correlating international passport cost with minimum wage, that argument is fundamentally flawed. For those seeking international passport are not even in that bracket. Just like those seeking to buy G-Wagon are not in the bracket of those earning 100K or 200K monthly. It's simple. What are we doing? You see, we can hate a government. We can dislike a political party. No problem. But when you want to talk about critical thinking and logical reasoning, then bring it to the fore when you are discussing. Number one, you come to talk about Ghana and this thing, and you didn't know that Ghana removed there was a 000 policy that took up because the economy was so in shambles. In fact, to do basic accounting is becoming issue. They had to remove some digits. That's why now, when they say 5,000 Ghana cedis, you don't know it's 500,000 Ghana cedis. It is, in case you don't know. You know, so and you see, these are the basic fundamentals that people do not understand. Imperfect. Sorry, I wanted to say it's been a while. How do you do? But let me even start like this. You know, Nigerians we are very, very funny people. Once we are we like capitalism. Once we are the one producing the products. If I'm selling cars now, I want to sell it at the prevailing market price. You know, if I'm offering a service, I want to sell it at the prevailing market price to make my profit. But when I'm the customer, I want socialism. I want it almost free. Yeah, you see how we think? You see how we reason? The person coming here to make noise, ask him what he is doing. The business, goods or service. What he was paying 10 years ago, what he was doing, the amount he was doing it 10 years ago, is it the amount he's doing it now? Why are we like this? Go, if you don't know, the reason for consumer price index in economics is because they will need something to track data that, okay, as time progresses, inflation comes, irrespective of your economy. So in order to buy, in fact, that's why in contracts and in procurement, you have some that are cost plus economic price adjustment fee. It's a standard. You see, if you perfect, I think you insult us by talking about debate. No, that one. Let me go back to my. I don't give you free lessons here. When I will pay 10 million naira. Now to my point. You see, when Nigerians on the normally imperfect, if we want to be realistic, that passport will be 35K before. We already pay 70, 80, 90K just to expedite the process. So why the noise now? When they are saying, okay, we can now do it fast for you people, pay that fee. The Nigerians are very okay to go and pay over 300K for US visa. We know they guarantee that will add to US economy, that will give US FDI. But we are not okay to pay it to Nigeria. We be say in our identity, in our passport, and we go add to us building our nation. What kind of, and we want, what kind of, you see, I said something on Spaces some time ago, the office of the citizen. The average Nigerian does not even know that as a Nigerian, he has a duty and responsibility to contribute to the nation. He is mentioning countries now, mentioning South Africa, mentioning this, mentioning that. If you go and look at the chronology of events, how those guys got where they were, the citizens paid their fair share. Oh yeah, Shebi then they talk data. If I make a bust your head, Nigeria until 2001 had a tax to GDP ratio of 6%. For the purpose of people where they there, we don't know. If your GDP is 100 naira and your tax collected is 6 naira, that means you have a tax to GDP ratio of 6%. 6%, one of the lowest in the world, with 250 million people. The United States, Russia, Australia, Scandinavia, where would they compare Nigeria to? They have between 35 and 42%. And that is the bulk of the money that is used to develop a country. Nothing is free, even in Freetown. But Nigeria is doing 6%. Now, if I make a bust your head again, you know the people where they do 1%, 2%, 3% for tax to GDP ratio. Now, people like Qatar, Kuwait, Brunei, Bahrain, where we say they get like 4 million people as population and are doing 10 million barrels per day. Meaning the population over resources is far less than 1. But here you have 250 million people and you are still struggling with 1.5 million barrels per day. And your tax to GDP ratio is 6% until 2021 before it turned 10%. And then you want to move forward? How? So people don't understand the fundamentals of how economies are built. That's why they just come to be emotive. Just come to compare minimum wage and passport. You know, it's very, very funny. It's very, very funny. So all this data we are drop, make them verify. Like the time people say, go and verify. So you see, we all need to go back to the basics, to the fundamentals. Go and learn how things are built. Then before you know, there's some level of understanding and conceptualization required before you come on Spaces to speak. You know? Now, all those passport ratings he's talking about, how are passport ratings measured? Stability of economy. How many countries you can enter without a visa? Now, all the image of your country. How are these things built? Conduct of citizens where you are. What kind of ambassador are your citizens wherever they are? Is it government? Is it government that is responsible for the people that are going to mess the Nigerian image out, that is dropping your passport image? Or is it government that is responsible for people duping people and giving Nigeria red rating, or even getting loan and running away from those countries and not paying back their loan? These are all the things that culminate into the ratings of them. So when you just come out, you just bring one thing and start talking without understanding the basis behind all the basic principles behind all these things. It's funny. So when I hear debate, see, being perfect, me, I already debate too. Just give me 10 million naira appearance fee. I go. If you like, if you tell me come and debate, Obi is better than Tinubu. This I go. Just give me 10 million naira. I go come debate Tinubu versus Obi. Even though they know they say, but let's elevate this conversation. The last speaker will speak, he had just come abuse APC people. I know all the thing when he talk, they flawed. They are not predicated on anything that is logical. It's comparing a cripple and somebody that is able in a 100-meter sprint. Just like a minimum wage person does not look for passport. That's how a person earning 250K per month does not look for G-Wagon. Now, if a minimum wage person now has opportunity, are you getting me, to want to travel abroad, fine, let him pay the fee required for such process. We have automated the passport processing. We have even seen on this Twitter here where people were commending government that, so Nigeria will be like this. They posted my passport to me within so period. Isn't that advancement? Now, they do all those improvements. And people will go abroad. They easily pay anything required. Easily. But when it comes to Nigeria, they want it free. They want it free. And I ask, what is the essence of the abroad that you are? What is the essence of that you don't know that nothing is free? Even in Freetown, tax are high as far as 40-something%.
How long have you been on this space? Was there anybody that opened their mouth to say they wanted anything free?
No, that is what is the implication of saying passport is margin passport with minimum wage?
So that is your bone of contention to say that we as Nigerians want it free.
Let me finish. When I finish, you can say whatever you like. Let me finish.
Dim, please allow him. He has 90 seconds more, please.
Thank you. So you have even derailed my conversation. So I was saying that before, average Nigerian will pay more that money to expedite this process. So what is wrong if we pay it into government coffers and get it at that time? We need to start taking responsibility and decisions of where and what we want to do. Now, the federal government is saying we want to expand the tax base. Those who were not paying tax, because for you to be 10% a tax to GDP ratio is too low. So it means there are lots of people not paying tax. We want to bring them into the tax base. And if you worked out it was graduated, people who are at that low level, who are at that the lowest economic base, are insulated. They won't be taxed. It is those who are at mid and higher that will be taxed, and they must pay tax commensurate to their income, which is what is obtainable anywhere in the world. Thank
you so much. Please, can I ask you, Raj? I don't know, are you based in Nigeria, first of all? Sorry if that's personal. Abuja, Port Harcourt, Lagos, Sokoto.
That one no dey relevant. That's what you ask me.
Do they find out may go pick up with DSS?
Hold on, please. Okay, now, Ogami, let's say every month now, let's say you live in Lagos. Let's say you work in Abuja, and then you leave your wife, your kids, they live in Lagos. Then that's like once a month, you fly to Lagos and stay for like 4 or 5 days with your family and go back. Then all of a sudden now you pay like, let's say, 400,000 for flight ticket to go and come in. You woke up one morning, they come say flight ticket is now 1 million naira for going and coming, like return ticket. How would you feel?
Okay, thank you very much. Now, you see, that is where lifestyle adjustment comes in. Now, if I can't afford, there's something we should know. Like I said, there's nothing free in free time. Why are you laughing? It's true now. If I can't afford to fly to see my family every month, then I move them to Abuja. I put them in Maraba or Nyanya until my income can match up with flying to them every month again.
Okay,
That
now.
is it. Wait, let me give you an instance. There is one guy in the United States that flies 3 weeks. I've forgotten the 2 states from his home to his school. Thrice every week till he finished his, I think, masters, because it was even cheaper to fly than rent a house in the school. So you see how opportunity cost comes in lifestyle. In fact, it was cheaper for him to fly from his state to another state to finish his masters than renting a home in his school. So you see, that's how choices are made.
Good. Now, do I need, I'm a civil servant, do I need a visa to fly to Ghana as a Nigerian?
No, ECOWAS day now. You don't need visa now.
I earn like 70K every month. So do I deserve to own a Nigerian passport so I can be able to fly to Ghana?
Imperfect. Owning a passport is not a fundamental human right. Where the argument will come in is if food is not affordable, if water is not affordable, if healthcare is not affordable. That's the argument. But you want to own a passport to fly is not a basic necessity. You can live all your whole life without flying anywhere. So if you want to do that, then you should pay cost.
Is food available in today's Nigeria?
Okay, wait.
It's just like somebody who wants to fly economy and first class. You now say because I'm a minimum wage person, they should bring first class money down. No, you have chosen that lifestyle, so you should have the income for it.
Is food available?
That is how it works.
Going by what you said, is food available in today's Nigeria?
In fact, Nigeria is one of the cheapest places to get food. If I reach your village now, I go chop, I go belly full. If I come visit you for where you dey, you go think twice before you give me the kind of food where I go need. What are you talking?
No, thank you.
Raj, excuse me. When Good Luck was in power, how much was bag of rice? 8,000 naira. When Good Luck
you
was
say
in
what?
Power, how much was a bag of rice?
Okay. You said 7,000, 8,000. Yes.
Minimum wage then?
A minimum wage, I can't remember. Is it 18 or I can't remember.
How much were coppers receiving then? Okay, now no go further. How much is minimum wage currently, and how much is bag of rice?
No, imperfect. I will also ask you before. I will also ask you. Wait, I will also ask you before Good Luck came to power. How much was bag of rice? That's the mistake you people made. Go and check when Obasanjo went to power. How much was bag of rice? When he was leaving, how much was bag of rice?
You can't debate my question. Hold on, please. I won't catch you now for somewhere. So that means with 8,000 naira, you could still buy food, like please buy a bag of rice, and you have at least another, let's say 10K left. Today, how much is bag of rice and how much is minimum wage?
Today, minimum wage is 70K now, Abi. Bag of rice is less than minimum wage now. And it's not only bag of rice you eat. And even on that Good Luck, now minimum wage people, now bag of rice that they buy, put for house.
Now statistic we go
chop. Under Good Luck, don't people where they talk. Now bag of rice that they buy. They buy mudu. Now waiting that they buy. You getting me? Now mudu, now people like you, they put bag of rice for house.
I beg, they go next. Oja beg, respond to everything. Wait, they don't tell you, beg. They will come to any other person who wants to speak. Right, thank you so much. I'm not going to kill me. Oh, but this is when I go chop raw food. Oja, are you there? Get us something else, I beg.
Imperfect.
Now this one can't debate with obedience, Nabi.
So
Moretti, make it
OJ, I beg, OJ, talk, I beg.
I beg. Moretti, on that note, any guy where they ask anybody out now must hold green passport for hand. Say, baby, hey, I have green passport to how far? Would you Would you say yes or not? Because it is now luxury. You say when GSM came outside that time, if you want to go follow get up, once you see you hold phone for hand, it's already an advantage for you. It's like now so we could carry passport now, they walk up and down.
I
Now
dey always
wow,
talking that time. I go come mountain for my belt.
no
As I
be
dey talk to
small.
you, they look me for waist.
Old
With your Triumph, with your
OJ,
Triumph and
OJ,
Motorola.
go on a beg.
So imperfect. Even me, I've made my points before. I wanted to go down because the energy to take speak for your space. Ha, na race power three. I, I see the battle host, the battle co-host. Somebody like where in the that coconut head go dey threaten you say if you see in person, he go beat you. These are the clowns who goes around to tell people that anybody wey is sick dey support APC, knack am 2 by 2. And when some APC boys wan handle am now, go say, oh, Togri, 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 APC is supporting Togri. But clown like you will be online threatening people as if na one person na im get monopoly of violence, right? And if you think in 2025 that you can bully anyone to silence,
OJ, no they threaten us, now do anything. Now no get anything to handle. Nobody they
Oma,
fear now. No they
Oma, allow
threaten
make I
us.
respond to that clown.
Nothing.
So this is 2025. If anybody think you can gaslight anybody or bullies people to silence, over Nigerian matter, then that person a joke, right? This country belongs to all of us, and our opinion matters. And whether you agree or not, you must listen to my own opinion, right? Now, if it vex you, you go leave the space, but you won't intimidate anybody, not to give their 2 cents. Whether you agree or no agree, that one is your own problem. Let me say it again. I think over time I've come to this, understanding. Say most people will live abroad like imperfect. They heartless, and they don't really care about Nigeria. And I've said that over and over. They don't care. They don't care about what is going on in the country. They don't. They might pretend, oh, a new Nigeria is possible. In their mind, a lie, right? So if you've been around Nigeria for some time and you've gone around the country, you don't need anybody to tell you say passport na luxury. There are places where you have out of school children 80%, 70%. If you go to some villages and you see their health facility, you go cry. You you go cry. So, and when we get country where they battle with that kind of issue, and you feel government should not find a way to raise funds in solving those problems, then I don't know what you are preaching. When we're arguing here, when I talk, say the reason for the increment, I feel say na the cost of production. They shout. I just go do small croc search now. I've shared it on John Butron. It was obvious that what the minister said is the cost of producing that passport itself. Now the major reason of that increment. So somebody like imperfect. So if government say, oh, that 30K, the money we will take buy this in pass that amount, and we no fit afford them. Person like imperfect go say, no, I no fit pay pass
Excuse me.
30,000.
How would it go from 30K in just less than 2 years to 200,000 naira?
You see, imperfect.
How?
Wait
Like
now,
how?
hold on now. You
Almost
see,
100 and something,
make I talk now.
a 100 and something
Wait,
percent
see.
increment.
You see,
Come on
wait,
now, guy.
imperfect.
It is too
Imperfect,
much
wait.
now. For what? Come
Imperfect,
on.
wait. And if you make your research, you go see, say, now, let me make the second point. If you make your research, you go see, say, this passport is not even being produced in Nigeria.
Good. In
Wait,
Indonesia.
make I talk now.
And are you
And
guys not even
wait,
ashamed that you can't
imperfect,
produce
hold
passports?
on, we didn't
Are you
read it
guys not
now.
even
Hold
ashamed?
on, get patient. You are the
Who get
host.
the
Make I
contract?
talk.
When
Man,
we
for let
begin
me
to
talk.
ourselves now, who get the contract?
Make I talk.
Who get the contract to the
Waiting.
print passports?
Imperfect, hold on. Wait,
Make we
your mic
expose
no good.
ourselves now.
Your
It's being
mic no good. I
produced
don't
in
hear you.
Indonesia. Last time so I checked. Uh-huh.
You know, say na island they print Nigerian passport actually?
No, no, Malaysia. It's
20
Malaysia.
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 Yeah.
Imperfect, wait, now let me make this point now. And I hear that clown where they threaten me, say if to say I didn't front him go blow me. He called Ghana.
No, no, no.
He
Nobody
called
threaten you,
other
I beg.
countries. So let's assume
Nobody
Nobody
threaten
call
you.
your
No,
name
no,
say
no,
they go
no.
blow you.
he
Na
get one clown
generalization
that
be
Just
this
a
guy
talk.
I wait
No,
to
no,
me.
no, 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 no. In no
OJ,
talk.
no.
No, no, no. Just a talk.
Okay,
Now.
okay, okay.
You
Okay,
just
let
a
me
joke, I
take
beg.
that.
You're
Let
not
me
that,
believe
that kind
say
of person.
I know here and well.
You don't see when he say I dey collect 5K from una, $5K.
If they
Then
threaten
he
you,
just a
say why
joke.
they platform us now? I
No, he
heard him.
just joking. No, no, no. Don't take it personal. No,
So
no.
let me make this point. So I heard him talk about how minimum wage for Ghana is 1 million. So let's assume that the minimum wage in Ghana is 1 million and the one for Nigeria is 5 naira. So if Ghana and Nigeria won't go produce this passport in either Malaysia or anywhere, will they produce it according to our minimum wage? There is a standard for price of, and that's sometimes when I see people argue about the price of PMS, as if the price of PMS na local cost na determine am. If Nigeria and Ghana go buy PMS for outside Africa, they will buy it at the same cost. No matter how much be their exchange rate, no matter how much they earn as salary. These things are basic. So, and if for any reason it is cheaper in Ghana than in Nigeria, it means Ghana government are paying at a price for them to have it at that cheaper rate. It is that simple. It is that simple. So some item
If person here see they talk now, they go to say you know what they talk.
the
Yeah,
billionaire,
close down
the
your mouth.
billionaire is here. The billionaire is here. Captain abeg, I know say if I talk now, you go give me back 100K, make you drop me. And you know say APC na 20K they pay me. I no fit, I no fit compete. So billionaire abeg no vex, abeg. So my point is, see, imperfect. There's some topic if you open, say why is the price of rice expensive? I wouldn't come and defend this government. I would. There's some topic if you open, I'll just come and I'll just listen. Passport na luxury. As far no, you might argue say for other countries like US, say no below, but as far as Nigeria is concerned, passport na luxury. And because I've been around and I see the situation where Nigeria, people wey dey Nigeria, over 95% doesn't care about the price of passport. They don't care about it. So when me and you dey that kind of country, so people like Imperfect who stays in Germany earning millions of naira every week are now saying that though it is obvious that government is subsidizing these products, they should continue to subsidize it, whereby somebody in my village could not, afford common to go to primary health center to pay 500 naira. He can't afford it. So let me end with this. You might make that argument that you are a Nigerian and nothing bad if Nigerian government give you passport for free. I'm not against that. But the question is, can the country afford it? So if you are not telling yourself this reality and you've been around the country, and if you agree, say true, this passport is not being produced in Nigeria, and other neighboring countries where they produce them at the same place, from the same source, if they are paying a different price from you, and you don't think government is paying subsidy to that regard, now why you get am cheaper, then you are not being honest to yourself. And if government is subsidizing passport with this current day in Nigeria, I don't think government is being fair, when judging me and Imperfect. Because me and Imperfect, government should not be subsidizing the same thing for me and him. Thank you.
Okay, now here comes my question. All your ministers, even the number one person, number two, senators, ministers, governors, do you know how much they spend on medical, whatever, every year in diaspora? If they should have good hospitals in Nigeria? Do you think the towns they spend
Oh
every year
my God,
outside
your
Nigeria?
mic is bad, imperfect, very very bad.
Where's my headset? Hold on, please. Hold on, please. Doctor, I just forgot my headset. Just a minute, I beg. Just a minute. Is it not better? Is it not better, OJ?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Good. How much do these guys spend on their medical trip every year going abroad? How many thousands of pounds, dollars, euros do they spend? Your governors, your senators, even all of them, how much do you think so they spend every year? Now, those funds, if they should save it and build standard hospitals in Nigeria, at least we know that as at 70s or 80s, even like we heard, the Saudi king or some royal families or whatever from other parts of the world, they come to Nigeria for treatment. What happened to that part of we having such in Nigeria, OJ?
Imperfect. I think you should have known me by now that I would never defend any public official where they go medical tourism abroad or send in children abroad. In fact, I've argued that um, once you be government official, your children must attend public school. If that is your debate, of course, I will agree with you 100%.
Okay, okay. Now, so because now I can manage to afford money to get international passports, I should not be charged or I should pay more so that they will go and build hostels elsewhere.
Imperfect. This is my point. This is my point, and it's simple. Listen, this is my point, and it's simple. If there is any amount that is being paid as subsidy for passports, I don't think it is fair on ordinary Nigerians, because as far as Nigeria of today is concerned, passport na luxury.
Okay, now my last question, so I no go hold the mic for too long. They will come to, I don't know, it should be Charlie P or investor or I don't know, billionaire or this man Benjamin. OJ, you
In
said,
fact, when am I going to speak? My hand has been up for a while.
and the talk since now. Hold on, please. No vex. Hold on,
If
please.
I
Hold
fact,
on.
don't do this. I'm not feeling
Oh,
well.
Oma, Oma
okay, you are
supposed
going
to
to
now.
go
My,
next.
my,
You will
my,
go
all my
next. You will go next. Hold on. OJ, imagine now say, okay, like last month, you say, Impa, I beg you, I need money for like passport for like 4 people from my family. I can't say how much. You can't say, okay, everything will take like, let's say 100k each, or let's say like 50k each. I can't say, okay, no worry, next month, I go find you the money. All of a sudden now, they can't say that for passport now will take like almost 800k. OJ, for the fact say you say I live abroad, are you aware now that I have like put in extra hours, work extra shifts
Imperfect.
to
Let me
enable me
help you.
to,
Let me
to
help
enable
you.
me
See,
now afford
see,
that passport for you?
imperfect. When you come Nigeria, no go Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja. I want you to find time, go to our villages. And when you go to those villages, go to their health center, go to their public schools.
Oh, so
You go
everything
understand. Wait
well,
now, wait
not be
first now.
waiting.
Wait,
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 okay
wait.
now, bro, no vex. Tinubu no system planning go buy aircraft for $450 million.
Imperfect. Are you
Tinubu knows yam.
I don't think you understand my point. That's the problem. You don't understand my argument.
Okay,
When
tell
you
us,
were
tell
busy
us your point. Tell us
spending
your
money,
point.
okay now look at
Asiwaju, wait, leave him first. Leave him.
look at
Leave him.
the Brazil he
Imperfect.
went to. Look at
Imperfect.
Japan he went to. Those people
Hold see, I beg,
that followed
see,
him.
Gary, why I drink, you don't exhaust them.
Why you no add kuli
I
kuli?
don't, I don't reach my limits. I don't make my point. Make other people talk. Passport for Nigerian today, as Nigeria be today, anybody where they go after passport na luxury. For Nigeria, I don't know talk about Ghana, US, Germany. For those countries, maybe no be luxury, but for Nigeria today, passport na luxury. Thank you.
But you know, say OJ. This way we dey talk now, you now they refer us to Nigerian healthcare. Tomorrow now, if we open space now, start to the query the government about the state of our healthcare. You go still pick mic, con defend.
See,
Sure?
when Imperfect open space for subsidy, sorry, for minimum wage, if you go by timeline, you go see am. As of when they make it 7,000, my argument is that minimum wage should not be less than 100K. So there are
It's
some
okay.
things
Thank you.
I see. There are some things. See, when we're having this Nigerian discussion, see, let's be honest. There are
OJ,
some
don't
things we
say
shouldn't
involved. You
involve
are
in.
not honest. Don't come and
Okay,
tell us. Let's be
okay,
honest.
okay.
Oh
Thank
my.
you, Oma. You cannot go on. I beg. I have given up. I
My
don't.
brother, I don't give up. Okay, I'm after you.
Oma. I beg. I don't give up. I don't tire.
Imperfect. You used to bring OJ them here to give us mental wallaby. Don't worry. We don't know them,
Now,
but we know you. When they finish and go, we will defend you.
Imperfect, an APC member for
yeah,
Imo State. Oh.
When they
Imperfect,
finish
OJ,
and go, we will defend
imperfect,
us.
Oma,
imperfect na undercover agent. Oh. Imperfect
Like,
now.
I drink Panadol when Raj they talk. Drink Panadol. But no wahala. Oma.
so, Moretti, I don't
Oh,
know. Like,
Imperfect, thank you for imperfect. Thank you very much. I enjoy my time. May I go find food chop. I beg. The small guy why I drink not worth my food.
OJ, no go anywhere.
Thank you.
Stay here. You will go hungry.
And
Stay here.
so we have a people that tell us that international passport is luxury. That as a Nigerian, we should live within our means. We have a government that tells us that. And then they come into governance with the state of the country and they do the opposite. You couldn't live within your means at the time you purchased that airport or aircraft. You could not do it. All the things, all the luxury that this government and its officials are just, you borrow money, you find a way to not live within your means. You find a way to solve that problem. You borrow to fund your luxurious lifestyle as a government, as government officials. But when it comes to me, you then bring the argument that I have to live within my means. One are the other audacity. Na AliExpress, I've been at them. One are the other. I don't get it. You come here and tell us that it is luxury, but it is free. It is free for government officials. Government officials with their earnings, can't they afford it? Can't they afford it? So why are you making it free for them? And OJ, you came here and told us that we should check Grok to tell us the reason why the minister increased. I don't understand. I had the minister himself said it was to expedite the process and it was to eliminate corruption. But you now come to me and tell me to ask Grok. I should not listen to what the minister said. I don't understand. What's going on? The minister has said something, you said no, I should go to Grog. Grog will tell me the reasons why when I heard from the horse's mouth. And it's laughable that your minister wants to use corruption to eliminate corruption. Because when you people come here and tell us that it is luxury, you've given unfair advantage to people over other people. That's corruption. That's part of corruption. So you want to use corruption to eliminate corruption. Who na think say una dey talk to? I don't understand it. When you say you made it possible for just some set of people to be able to afford this passport, is already corrupt in every sense of it. And then you want me to believe you that you are the master that came to fight corruption with corruption. I don't see it. I don't know. God. Another thing I wanted to talk about. Then you talk about, when we talk about this high tax rate and all, you tell us that no. If you're earning below 110,000, you're not supposed to be taxed. Fine. I'm not even buying that. But the for this discourse, let me just buy that, right? So they are not paying. Let's say I'm earning maybe 200,000, right? And some other people, they're not paying. Okay, me that is paying this 200,000 that you are taxing, I'm asking you, that one that I'm paying, what are you doing with it? What? Because you're like, you tax the rich and use it for the poor to benefit. You tax the rich, the poor is benefiting nothing. It's only government officials that are benefiting from the taxes that I am paying. Are you guys okay? Because we're asking questions. Forget, and we know that yes, the people that are earning on that, yes, they are not paying. We don't care. We are asking the one that those people that are earning 110,000 and they are paying. What are you now doing? Do you provide the basic amenities for the people? No. You know, I said it before and I'll say it again. You guys lack empathy, and any governance, any leader without empathy, is a tyrant in disguise. If you're without empathy, you are a liability, and your governance has become a liability on Nigerians because you guys lack empathy. If they come and tell you about passport, you will say, it's for the rich, it's for some certain class. If they ask you about the economy, you say, don't reduce the topic of economy to the price of onion and palm oil in the market and salt in the market. Really? What is the basic need of life? Check it. The first thing is food. We have to eat and be healthy and to be alive. You have to eat to be alive. That's a basic need. And you don't want us to narrow those discussions to when we're talking about the economy, don't come and narrow it down to price of onions and this thing. People want to come and argue on policies. And when we ask you how the real world applications of those economic policies are playing out for average Nigerians, you can't answer. You're so comfortable with just policy that so one economist, I read economics, that's just studying it. Yeah, you have studied it. Now come and practicalize it, apply it to Nigerian government, to Nigeria as a country. Apply those things that you have read. Apply it. Let me see it work. Let me see it turn the economy. You guys will not do it, but you want me to come and be arguing with you and be saying, no, the economy is about economic policies. What's the end result of your economics if it's not going to, make the economy, fair for the average Nigerian? Then what's the basic? You guys are empty as they come. You are so empty. You are evil. You are deceptive. You're manipulative. I can't begin to imagine the words I want to use to describe you guys. You are as empty as they come. Nothing. You guys know nothing. Nothing about anything you guys are talking about. You defend a government you know nothing about. You defend a government you are so far away from. You don't even understand what they are doing. You are afraid of them. You can't question them. You can't ask them. You can't even ask the Minister of Interior. You can't ask him why. Why are you increasing? If I support Peter Obi tomorrow, I should be able to ask him questions. If I cannot, then I will not support him.
Thank
That's how I was raised. You
Oma,
guys can't ask questions. You
Oma,
come here, you curse
Oma,
us, you abuse us.
Oma. You are wrong. Somebody wants to apply for family passports. Person we don't shout out on space now. They want to send him and his family to America. At least OG has benefited something from this whole APC stuff. What are you saying?
What has he benefited? This Ojo
They want to
he
relocate.
no get money, oh.
Excuse
No
me.
get
They are sending
money.
his family now so to America or Canada, any of his choice. What are you
Okay,
saying?
OJ's family, they are sending to the
All of them,
America.
they are going to America now. Now, America still won't go with new passport. Won't go get passport. If it's in either America, Canada, or UK, sure you get. You know, go like UK
Na
because you know say
20K, na 20K, na Tinubu government dey pay. I want to send me go America. na 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 20K
anyway.
monthly stipends na they
Anyway,
give us. No be who
anyway, thank you
want
so
send you go
much.
America.
Thank you so much. Anyway, I don't change my name, Oma, and I have a new name. OJ, thanks for this name. I love it. I love the name. Thank you so much. Benji, I think you go next. After you come, is it Charlie P? Okay, Charlie P,
Now me
Billionaire,
go
then
Imperfect,
next
Benji.
now.
Eh?
imperfect. Oma goes on vacation 3 times a year. 3 times.
Good.
So
Okay, good.
and
So
she's here
And I don't have to,
crying
and
over
I don't have to
100K for
support
passport.
Tinubu.
100K.
OJ, learn from me. OJ, learn from me. I don't have to support. I don't have to support Tinubu to do that. Learn from me. I don't have to support Tinubu to do that. You can too. Ah.
Okay, I
okay,
did your DM, make show me way, Oma. Make I tell your DM, make you show me way.
Okay, Charlie P, over to you, please. After you come to Bologna, then Benji.
Um,
Okay, look at my
imperfect.
name
Good
very
afternoon.
well. Oh. If you call me imperfect, I'll kick you out of this place. Call me that name way you see for up there.
You see, imperfect, you're
I don't
oppressing
care.
me
It is
now.
Emiloka.
This one way P2B
Emiloka.
do
I
now
don't
small one.
care.
No, this one are defamation and oppression. And I will sue you. Anywhere you go to, I will make sure I sue you. What kind of, I saw one boy go carry one picture of one fine boy saying at me. Me, we not even fight. Come these are they threatening me on top today again. Bacharanya go, because OJ and Raja Bina Rajigo, they vex me. He said inflation, economics. The way they even talk, if the guy they do presentation, the whole activity go even die. Passport increased to close to over 122%. That's the increment. That's the increment. And we are here again. OJ has told us that we should agree that passport is luxurious. They've put me and OJ in poverty so much that when we see some certain things about life, we should move it to a luxurious space rather than a basic stuff. It might not be a necessity, but it should be something that should be reachable. But OJ is here telling me, with all our problems, I should put it under luxury. Then the question I want to ask OJ later is, should it have been a luxurious item? I don't have any problem. Like I said, if the increment can come, is it right? No. The excuse they gave to deliver quick and 5x services, for what? Engineer asked a very perfect question. She said, this and this and this and this, based on that, we can do this. If it is target set for them to generate income, then let him make us understand. Imperfect. Now, this obodo yibo wey some of us dey, or some people dey for British where they wake up, they say they don't want immigrants. But they like us, where will they come again? They acknowledged, that's the British government, acknowledged that it will affect their finances. And guess what they said? That they will put the burden on those that are legal in the country. So they don't tell you how. Say my act of wickedness or my act of generosity, or I go add money for them, I'm gonna generate that money. So they did not shy away that immigration is a source of income. So they made it clear. And they gave you a roadmap of the increment. Say now you, since we know if we bring many people come, when I will remain, when I go generate that billions of pounds for us. Clear. This said it's 5x. Moretti, you know that time when they moved to EDDC and any good distribution company? I don't know whether I don't meet one of those NEPA people. Oma, do you know those guys? They were not billing your house because that's what you use. They gave them targets. So they will count how many houses on that street and share the money. So God punish you. You paint your house better new color today. Now you go chop the increment, they go forward for life. It was not about what you used. It's not about the value. That's what engineer said again. Is it the right value I'm paying for it? Irrespective of who is printing and who is not printing. We don't want to go into the Malaysian conversation. They said in 18 months they will do that. But we all forget that some of us who are still matching base with this developed country, when something increase, they go increase. When it drop, they go look again and say, this commodity or this one don't drop. But let's watch in 18 months. Maybe it might change the price and everything. If it's to generate income, state it clear. It's not bad if you want to increase this thing. But state it clear. Don't come and tell me this thing. You claim that you think people are clapping for you. Do you have a delivery policy? Do you have a standard quality premium 5x? What should we What should we measure as 5x delivery? Sometimes let them rate us. Most of these are our federal people. At least, even if you want to speak big English with Nigerians, label and well. Tell us the reason. People might fight with the reason. Some people might see sense in it. Oh, if we increase this thing by 122%, that's what it is for the 64 page. Using 90,000 as what it is currently. It used to be, I think it's 70, but if you go there, they're going to collect 97. I've been how much they talk say it be. It is 122%. And if you're doing it, you should say, oh, we expect to generate income from passport production based on last 5 years production numbers. And that's extra money for this. It's not because we want to solve any problem, but because the country wants to generate more income. It's not bad to tell people that. Developed countries tell people that the only reason why we're increasing this, I think the country needs more money. We have seen it as an opportunity to generate money. But coming here to ride on the intelligence of Nigeria, telling us production cost, production this, blah, 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 scarcity, no scarcity, and everything. Like Pio would always say in most of his conversation, remove corruption entirely from our end-to-end processes. Then you can now start beginning to dig the root of the issue. Because some of all these crazy things we are saying, for some people coming to justify that irrespective of that it is 90,000, you're still paying 120,000. The fact I pay 120,000 because I want quicker process or quicker access to my passport, does it mean the next man is paying? You cannot use the yardstick of very few persons who are looking for quicker means to use to judge a standard to claim that the increment should work. If you can pay 300,000 for passport during back row, why can't you pay now they've increased? It's like saying if you can afford a bottle of beer for 100 naira or 1,000 naira, why can't you be buying 1 liter of fuel? Like as my life be like this, I go, they drink beer, they waka everywhere where they go. Sometimes when we do some comparisons, we should be very careful on the value those chains or those processes are dropping or putting on the scale. OJ, whatever it is, however it is, whatever improvement you want to do, whatever price you want to increase, that baseline of 5x this thing does not justify that conversation. And guess what? And that's why in some places, they have parliament. They always attack them too. Oh, you want to put a burden on these people. You want them to pay more. Why do you want them to pay more? People who even can bring data to say, these people we are said to even pay more. Do not even use these facilities. Why? And at the end of the day, they say not just to increase revenue. Do our political or federal appointees avail us those opportunities to ask those very, very deep questions? Whether it comes off fruit, it comes off as whatever it is. Are they giving us? So ask him the reason why. He said it's Malaysia. Why can't we do it? Also, if he's coming back to Nigeria in 18 months, is he going to drop the price of passports? And OJ, please never trivialize anything people want to do with life. Please never do that. Passport is a form of identity. It is not a privilege. We can wrap around the sentiments about our dear country as of today in terms of the basics like you talked about. But we should not trivialize the reason why people should hold passport. People can travel. We have neighboring countries. People have families in Cameroon. People have families in Ghana, in Benin. If passport is required and they cannot go there to visit that, then it's not a good one for them. What about if those families are not doing well at the other side of the world? But they need to exchange pleasantry. They need to see themselves. So let us not trivialize those conversations like this. Our problem that we take data of the elites or the elites, plug it in one data sheet and run with it and feel, oh, everybody should be in that category. It is not only you who flies a plane, travels. A lot of people do that. Even the balance at Cameroon, one day when I go, he come, I go Cameroon, go drink. The custom person, after my bribery, he still look my passport. Hold and say if I go, come back, he go give me. Just he come, while I cross, so I pay, bribe, but I show my passport. If not, I wouldn't have gone. Now, be I go drink, Sasimbra. So please, let us not do that. I think all has talked about the tax or whatever we this said. Me, I'm not.
So
What I'm
wait,
saying in
wait.
summary is, uh,
Um,
so Cherry Godino imperfect.
I
People
want to
say,
ask you a
"Oh, let us
question.
suffer now." I didn't want to. Somebody say we are suffering now because it go better tomorrow. It gets some things where you go do. It's supposed to improve the life of people. For me, once that number start changing, you can start bringing in some measures or policy that will take more from the people, and the people will be say, okay, how they see what in this thing they do, but not leave us unstable and say you want to just increase your tax net and blah blah blah. People are suffering. Let us not get deceived with what we are doing this abracadabra on X. Ride round, move around, interact, call, discuss. It is crazy out there. Please, imperfect.
So
Thank you.
you said you traveled all the way from Nigeria to come on to go and drink beer. Now people like
Yes,
no no
so
no
I know that one.
now
I fall. I
OJ
go
Shebi you
do.
dey see them. Now people like this now they're supposed to develop from having passports.
No, no,
Now
no,
them
no, no, no,
OJ
no.
mark his face,
Imperfect.
mark his face. Report them
I
so
don't know what I'm trying to say. No, we are talking about the
to
passport. No,
Tinubu.
no, no. Wait
Now make this
now.
passport. Now Tinubu doesn't say
No, no. It's not about Tinubu. This one. No, this is what they tell you. Now 2010. I went to come to go and see a colleague. Then from there, he can't tell me how they did this thing. I say, man, cross. What I'm trying to say is, as people are saying, it's not this thing. Passport is required to make some of those journeys where would they see. People have people where they live for that income get family where they live
Cameroon
for
yeah
that Cameroon
for
way
this thing
now
there.
stone throw.
Okay, thank you so much. I beg somebody made a tweet when Kasola. She said, "Why is America charging 884,000 naira for visa?" I beg. OJ, una when they go abroad, now true say then they charge that amount. I beg. 800,000 naira for visa. OJ, not true. 884,000, like let's say almost 900,000 for visa to America. Now one APC lady so they talk about Kasola. Not true. Wow, now kill us on this app. Anyway, that's good. Let's move on.
You never see any APC member we talk through for their life.
Okay, let's make it snappy. Blonia should go next. They're going to approach it. They're going to OCB. I beg. Let's make it snappy. I beg. I don't tell you. I beg. Lionel Sumba, APC, and Lions. You guys, una can lie. Blonia, you there?
One more.
Udo, and Emekwe,
Yeah, I name my brother. I name Shike.
Okwaya.
Oh, now the girl actually 1 minute.
Oh, Jesus. Captain, please be
Actually
serious.
1 minute,
Be
my
serious,
brother.
Captain, now. Focus on this topic, please. Please. Thank you.
I will la lubricant to tell you, okay, 1 minute. No be in a country I they talk about. Oh, one maybe you, my brother. Ebening and Anyanya. I said something earlier on, and some people were crying. I said, Nigerians are nothing but toothless bulldogs. The only day where Nigeria feel better na the day where Igbo man become president. When Fulani man was the president, they say make them protest. They say, no, why not go protest? They rallied around their brother. A Yoruba man is now the president. They say, no, protest. They say, no, pray to God. They rallied around their brother. But when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, although they say he no be Igbo man, they say no be Igbo man, or Igbo man, they say no be Igbo man. They all rallied around and they had a protest against an Igbo man. Where they say no be. So any day where a proper Igbo man go become the president of Nigeria, there will be a drastic change. You know why? Because all of them are against an Igbo man. That day, Nigerians, because they know that Igbo people, we do not take nonsense. We do not rally around rubbish. So on that very day, they will question things like, why are we buying passport? Or why are we getting our own passport for 100,000 naira? And why are we getting our own passport for 200,000 naira? You know, we are tribal beasts. And this is a very, very dangerous diversification. Chineke kpọkwa Lord Lugard ọkụ. May Lord Lugard rot in hell again and again and again. In fact, may Queen Elizabeth die 2,000 times again wherever she is. It's as simple as that, because if they didn't form this nonsense contraption that they formed called Nigeria, why should a Nigerian, why should an indigenous person be getting his or her means of identification for 100,000 naira above minimum wage? Above minimum wage.
Almost not 200,000 or 200,000.
Why should and the OJ had the guts to come here? The price of fuel pump. Black OJ Michionogedia. Shut up. Shut up that your nonsense mouth. If not be say be my man now for tell Empathy say give me account number, maybe I remove you from the space. But it's not good for me to be. It's not good for me to be oppressing people with money on this app all the time. In this country where I live, I am buying.
Why around billionaire?
Do you know I buy 40 liters of fuel cost me only 100 dirhams. Now divide 40 by 100. Just divide 40 by 100. Why is their own PMS or whatever you guys call it, or CMS or Genekana, not calculated by what standard? Why are they making life very easy for themselves? How much is a liter of fuel in the UK? Do they have oil in the UK? The whole of the United Kingdom, is there anywhere where there is crude oil found in the whole of United Kingdom? So why is it affordable there? And why are Nigerians finding it very hard to find? Have you gone to, what is it called? Iran? Why is Iran not going through the same thing, irrespective of all the sanctions? You have oil in your land. You have 4 refineries that is not working, but every time you're refining in the United Kingdom. Even again, I'm going about what standard? What standard they may, what standard they may what? How is passport, common paper, printed in Finland? Common paper, common paper. Anyways, we in diaspora would always be able to afford it. Oh, no, I'm not in Nigeria now. Waiting concern me. Waiting concern about to overload. If I want to bring my father here for medical checkup, how much you want is 100,000? Maybe with 200-300 dirhams, then we take home 100,000. I could just give. What's my business? My passport that I just renewed few months ago cost me close to 2 million naira. Cost me close to 2 million naira. Because even in that embassy, they have a fixed price on the internet, but that is not what they are going to charge you. Do you know that here in Abu Dhabi, even after paying for all those things, you go to the counter, you still have to pay 200 dirhams. How much is 200? Everybody is paying 200 dirhams. What is it called? The ambassador here that is here in the consulate here. His tenure has expired though. They never change him. He's still there. His tenure has expired a long, long time ago. He's still there. So whether I like him or not, the only day where this country go change, where this country go scatter, now the day where a proper Igbo man that is unbiased go dey power. Yes, now then he go know say everybody waiting for Nigeria knew their rights. Then that a cookie. All those stupid pastors like Adeboye and the rest of them go come form alliance, come go do they go do another protest. Because we know what they are. We know what they are. But now that it is a Yoruba man, of course, there will be no protest. Nobody will ask you any question. Every day, go kneel down like Onya. Say me kuna they pray. But in they change private jet all the time. May God have mercy on Nigerians. So, anyways, I no longer discuss politics anymore. Waiting concern me. For now, one die, I'm gonna die. What's my business? I have family there. They are doing very well. They are even if say food costs billions for Nigeria, at least I know I can afford it. What's my business? If they lie, my passport be 1 million naira, I go still afford them. It's the toothless bulldogs who come up on this app to make noise all the time, threatening people, threatening, you will do this, you will do that. But your country is in shambles. You can't even speak up for yourself. You can't even. At least the last person now who is hosting a sensible space. I'm so happy. Say even himself know they even show up all the time. Nah, I'm perfect. You know they too show up all the time. Anyways, I yield the mic.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Captain, please, I want to beg you to please change this your DP because before you know now to be the yardstick, what these guys now will take the talk to us. They'll be like, why can't you look like Captain? I beg.
Also we
All
get
of
one
us
pack.
we get amusement park belly and everything. I beg. We no get muscle. Biko, I beg. Before these guys now come again, change their mind now. Say if you don't look like Captain, we won't say hi to you. Anyway, operator, please hold on, please. I know you have like both British and American passports together. Hold on, please. Let's hear from OCB. I beg. I see my Oga Ninja Pigeon. Greetings to you. This now those women begin the whole spaces. Those days, when space was still sane before Tinubu and APC came and just destroyed this peaceful platform. Ninja Pigeon, I see you. Greetings to you, my boss.
Him and Jesse. Where Jesse they say?
JC don't go New Zealand.
Internet no dey where in dey. Waiting they
They
happen.
don't pay JC. He no really come again online. Okay, I beg OCB over to you after you come to Oporichi. I beg, greetings to you. Welcome.
But I was here
Hold
before
on
him.
with your accent. Hold on.
Okay,
The only
sorry.
passport where you get now the one way take enter nursery 2. Hold on, please. I beg. OCB, are you there?
Oh yeah,
Please,
thank
please call
you.
my name the way it is showing on your screen. I beg.
Your
Look
name.
at it
Let me
on
see.
my.
What's
Eh?
CPA undercover?
God bless you.
What's CPA?
Asiwaju of Imo.
Now wow. Okay,
Now
CPA
the new
undercover
name when they
agent.
give me, now OJ give me the name. Oh. They say I be APC undercover agent. Now it's okay. Make I declare and they go now.
Okay. Anyway, greetings everybody. So I will first talk this experience I want to share of somebody I know who went to renew their passport in Obodo, somewhere in Obodo. And the person paid more than $500 to renew passports. First of all, they had the person pay for the building, everybody that was coming. So they usually would send agents from their passport office to different, states. This particular time, they came to her state, and there were people, all signed up to renew their passport. So they would charge everyone that's coming building fee. Please don't even ask me what that building fee is. And then when you get there, they charge this person additional $200 and something. Okay. Now, they waited for hours. The agents that came, they said they came with their equipment or whatever. First of all, it almost took all day to have it started up because they said it was hooked up to some connection in Nigeria. The staff, oh my God, I don't even know how to describe it. According to this person that was narrating their story, she said that it's like a microcosm of Nigeria. but worse. The place they had them was like a chicken barn. People that came up, left work early to come get their passports done. Some people traveled from far away to come get their passports taken care of. They were waiting for hours. Eventually, then they started asking questions. Why is the machine not working? There were two, apparently, according to her story, Microsoft experts in the building. So they wanted to know, like, what can we do so that we can get this thing kicked up and started and everything. They kept making excuses. In fact, they got upset with the two young ladies that were volunteering to help them, that were Microsoft experts. They not agree. Eventually, they got their passports. They took their whatever pictures and all of that, and then it was time to pay. They charged them more than $200 for the passport, and then a $30 processing fee that was not spoken of anywhere at all. She demanded for a receipt. They were reluctant. They didn't want to give her a receipt. She literally had to fight to get that receipt. They kept claiming that they've not written a receipt in a long time, but they had a receipt, an invoice right in front of them. The staff is horrendous in service and otherwise. I don't know where they pick these people from that represent Nigerians in the diaspora. It is a sad state of affairs. So to the APC people that are here, if they can explain to me why they're charging Nigerian citizens and indigents of Nigeria so much money to get a passport that is their right, not a privilege. Why? Why is APC making Nigerians' lives difficult all over the world? It's like a cursed government. Why? Is it that the majority of the APC people lack love, or the people that they are representing? Because APC government is employee to people who employ them. And you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, sorry, I can't help you, right? They are employed. I know that they are telling them to squeeze the citizens out because they have intentions to take over. You see all these APC minions that are coming to clap for their government. And there was one that spoke earlier, much earlier, his voice was the loudest. You know the funny thing? After they come for everybody, whose house do you think they're going to come next? Yours. Let's keep dancing around this fire and see how long it takes for everyone that is supporting this government to be consumed. You guys do not even know the plan that they have for you all. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that being said, the flip side of this is that the APC, while you guys are playing chess, while they're playing checkers, while you guys are playing checkers, they're playing chess. This might just be another propaganda, another way for them to disenfranchise people from voting. Hiking these prices of passports and all of them, you see the lame, dumb, ignorant excuse that some of them come up here to spew, right? So it is another way to disenfranchise people. So here's the thing. The pre-registration form forms that came out recently, with the Southwest having the bulk of the vote. I don't know if it's only Southwest that will give them the presidential election. I don't know. But okay, they've been able to get away with rigging. They are showing you how they're going to rig. On that day of election, they're going to ask you if you have a passport. If you don't have a passport, you might not be able to vote. This is another angle that we need to be considering. Look, if you want to catch a monkey, you got to act like the monkey. APC is up to some very diabolical propaganda. My question to everybody is, are you all ready? Even their minions do not even know what the real plans are. They're busy here, being paid, being ignorant in their own demise without even knowing. Right? So those of us that are coming out and speaking for good governance, making sure that we get the right person into office, we are sounding to you, right, like broken records. Write this date down. today is the 28th of August, 2025, you will remember that somebody came up here and warned you, but because you had pins in your ears, because of maybe you're getting paid, or you're favored, or you feel like you know it all, you have so much knowledge, or you are very politically savvy, you're economically sound, you know, all these big words that Nigerians love to throw around. Now we go school pass, your PhD, professor, MPPS, DDS, all of them, right? We like alphabet. Hey, the chickens will come home to roost. And you remember August 28, 2025, on a space where somebody came and talked, and you laughed and you scorned, even in your quiet time. Like, baby, don't go sit down. What they know about politics? People enjoy enter politics now. What they sabi? They not sabi anything. Now we be the strategists. Okay, no problem. I give it to you. I salute you in your strategy. But remember this. The people when you they laugh today, when you they clap for your government, when you they clap for the demonic policies when they push, when you go show for your door, now here all of us go there. May we live long to see it. But for me, I want us as a people, if you're in support of good governance in Nigeria and you're in support of the right candidate, look beyond just, oh, they're increasing the money for passport. There is more to it that freaking meets the eye. This guy is solidifying every single damn thing. Think like a jackal. Think like a panther. Do not sleep. Even if you sleep, sleep with one eye. If they present you white paper, check, is it really white? I yield. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to ask again, of what benefit is Nigerian passport to you for those in diaspora? I went. Wanted to year ago last time. The person called to check my passport and say, don't you travel? Then I realized in only Iran, Afghanistan, Iraq. Now those places Nigeria get free free access to Yemen, Syria. OJ, you got one TV I would like make Tinubu the beg. Can you just change our passport to red or blue? So at least even if you don't get even if they get valid, but at least make them just add a small respect. At least if you carry a passport which for anywhere outside Nigeria, once they see red or blue, them no go to harass you like that. Is it possible? Because those way we are then there for this same green category, you know, full at all. I beg. Eh? Anyway, thank you so much. Operiche, are you still there? Where is she? She don't come out. Okay. Pharmacist, how you there? I beg. Make it snappy. May likely be the last speaker. I beg. I don't tire. Let me go and have dinner. I'm done for the day.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I was trying to come on space and all that, but then I was a little bit busy because there was one guy that was yakking. You asked him a question. You asked him, you said,
Is it Raj
the question you
Raj?
asked him, I don't know the person's name, but you were asking me a question. You said something like, what of if you are in Abuja and you don't have your family is in Lagos, and now they've increased flight ticket to 400,000. The guy now said, well, you start managing, most especially locate your family to Maraba and all that. Now, we have a country, we don't have money. Instead of we have our president to sit tight and say, okay, fine. He's busy junketing around the world, flying with everything. The president's wife is riding on a very massive, high vehicle convoy. They are busy borrowing money to do what they call it, several kilometer coastal road, borrowing money all around. Now, he refused to advise the president that we don't have money. Now we should tighten our seatbelt. Just like he said, we should pack to Maraba. Why didn't the president say, okay, I want to sell all my private jets. I don't want to be traveling around the world. I want to try a court governance and all that. You see how myopic these people reason. Now he wants us to tighten our seatbelt while the president will be flying around the world. Now let's go to the issue of passports. What is even the value of a Nigerian passport? It doesn't have any value. It's not respected anywhere in the world. How many countries can you carry your Nigerian passport and they will say, okay, fine. Oh, welcome to our country. In short, if you carry Nigerian passport to some country, you'll be pushed outside. They will do special checking on you. That will show you the level of our passports. And now you are trying to equate it to the US passport, charging as far as $150 for diaspora, 100,000 for people who have not seen their daily bread and all that. It's so pathetic. You are trying to increase tax rate, whereas the average Nigerian is busy suffering. Look, I don't imagine it. Does Nigeria should Nigeria even pay tax? A money that you cannot use to feed your family, you cannot use to take yourself. You want to now start paying tax? No. It's so pathetic that we have a country where we have a president who is busy stifling his citizens, trying to push them into penury while he's busy gallivanting around the world, enjoying, calling himself star boy, city boy, flexing man, going to different countries, wasting all our resources, borrowing this thing for even the next generation cannot even pay. See, 2027 is just a time of reckoning. And if we don't put a stop to it, Nigeria will be in deep shit. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Francis. Thank you so much. So, guys, on that note, I beg.
Imperfect. Can I respond to the last guy? There is one point he made that I wanted to respond to. Sorry.
Okay, what you talk? Because I mean, I know they here. Okay.
You get one funny. You get one funny talk when talk about that coastal road project. You see, sometimes when you listen to some of these our in New Nigeria is possible people, you'll be confused on what they really want. One of the easiest way for government to put money into the hands of the people now when projects of being funding start up all over the country, because those projects na Nigerians then go work there. And the more projects like that way there around the country, now the more Nigerians go get money, because the Nigerians now go work there,
What
right? Those way there around there
What about
make.
But now Lebanese company hold the project now.
I beg? What
So
about
those that work there are not Nigerians, they are all Lebanese.
okay? What about
You see how funny many of you are.
So
Please
the
wait,
okay?
wait,
project,
wait,
how
let me
far with
end
the
with this.
project?
OJ?
Hmm.
Yes.
What about the roads we get? Are they being maintained?
You they go far. The road now, they don't stop
For
am,
something
abi
years now,
it's still on
Lagos
project.
Benin road they under
So
construction.
so so imperfect. There are no other roads where Nigerian government they do. They've all
Okay,
abandoned all of
for over
them.
40 years now, Lagos to Benin roads they under construction. Are you aware?
So
And we left now going to Coastal Highway.
Coastal highway where they don't stop. Oh. No be say construction they go on now so they talk.
anyway, sometimes when you listen to people like
Project where they don't
pharmacy,
fund and the I
imperfect,
beg.
the
We are
good thing,
doing ourselves.
all what people like him can just do is to wail. So let him wail. Why government continue to do what they
Imperfect,
have to do?
imperfect.
Because
Let me respond to him. Let me respond to
wait, now
him.
let me finish. Now
I,
let me finish. You have been talking since, and I muted when you were speaking. You see, why I'm happy is that right government will do what they have to do. Why people like him will we keep on wailing, right? Because I see last time where I checked, there are many projects that are still going on simultaneously along with this project we just a cry about. And I don't know how you want government to put money into the hands of Nigerians without them spending. So now, the own defense is that na Lebanese man and get the company. So everybody where they work there, they're all Lebanese.
But the project still they on us with the talk. They
Of course now.
work there on
Of
site.
course. You don't stop it. If you get proof, say you don't stop, bring them up, let's hear it now. It's still on. And there's also one, Sokoto to Badagry. That one too is ongoing.
I beg, God bless you. No vex. So. But that to Sokoto, I beg, how many people travel from Lagos to Sokoto?
What do you mean? Most of
A
most
lot, a
most
lot, a
food where
lot,
they
a
chop for
lot,
down
a
south, where
lot.
is it coming from?
Okay,
A lot of
okay,
people they
good.
travel to
Let
Sokoto
us
to keep
compare it
harvest
now. So to let's say Lagos
from
Abuja
Lagos.
and Lagos to Calabar.
There is also a road that is ongoing, Abuja Lagos Highway. It's also ongoing. If you don't know,
Okay,
it's
now,
also
okay,
ongoing.
OJ, all the old roads now, what will happen to them? Will they be
They
now
are working
be abandoned?
on see, they are also working on them. Check this thing out, imperfect.
For how many years?
Last time I checked, all the road now where they call now they stalled. Even if they don't even go commission the road where they never walk finish.
That is not
The
true.
Lagos Calabar
That is
own.
not true.
They don't commission
That
them.
is
Three
not
of
true.
us. Was it
Oh,
not commissioned by Tinubu?
That is not true. Again.
But wait, the two we watch for TV with our eyes, you say no be true again. Nah,
Waiting you
it's
they talk
okay.
now,
It's
half
fine.
truth you they
You're
talk
right.
now. Now half truth you
But
they
I
talk.
say
You they
you
try
they
to
okay,
you
debunk
they
okay.
people.
correct. Something
Morati,
when we
let him
watch
let him.
for
That
TV where
also, I
Tinubu go
miss
commission.
now. I miss una space. So
Oh, Chim.
On a pharmacist
Yeah.
brother,
So let me
pharmacist pro
respond to you.
max.
Let me
I beg,
respond
hold
to
on.
you.
Ha, okay, I beg, Morati, I beg, I don't enter kitchen. Look, na continue.
No wahala. Pharmacies,
Yeah.
fire down.
Now, I'm not saying Coastal Road is bad. Listen, I'm not saying Coastal Road is bad, but you are in huge debt. You are in huge debt, and you are still borrowing money to do a I don't understand the benefit of that road when you still have Lagos to Benin Road that you cannot drive to easily.
You don't
Lagos to
understand the
this Calabar Road,
benefits
you cannot
of a
easily
super
drive to.
highway
You are
where go
not you are
link
not
two regions
what
together.
so
You don't understand the benefits.
what benefit are you talking about? See, I'm not saying there are no in life, there is benefit if you want to do anything. If you just said something just now, you said if you don't have money and all that, why not relocate your family to Baraba? But someone like you, from your thinking, you still want to go and stay in my Metama, even in your poor state. In your poor state, you still want to go and stay in Metama and borrow money and like selfish yourself. You said something just like that. Since there's no funds, I will go to Maraba and stay. Why did you go to Metama? Or is Metama not you compare Metama to Maraba? I mean, cut your coat according to your size. You have not fixed your road from Lagos to Calabar. Existing road, you cannot maintain it. You want to go and do a super highway to Valablu, see,
Again,
and
as
that is
I've
the
said,
problem.
you see
Misplaced
why
priority.
I'm happy is that
Misplaced priority.
people like you na only will you go will on that project. That project has come to stay.
apart
So
from that, we
my
have
my
other
my,
fragile
my
roads that
advice
we
is
need
that
to
save your
cover.
energy. That job has come to stay,
See,
and
I I
and the
stay in
government will
Benin.
see
I
it
stay in
through.
Benin.
So
Benin
don't
Agbo Road.
waste your
Benin
energy,
Agbo Road
in
to
as in over what you don't have control over, which you don't get control over. So now my kind of advice for you be that,
What
right?
of
See,
other
see,
maybe
fragile
because
I want
roads,
to go
people
and
other
like
do
you go
fragile
and
super
say,
roads that are
oh,
not working?
Nigeria have infrastructural problem. Then this government is coming up to say, okay, let me find a way, to reduce,
Benin to worry
Okay,
traffic
okay,
around.
okay. Wait.
dead.
Okay, please, guys. Pharmacist, hold on, please. OJ, I beg no
Benin to
vex.
worry is dead.
Pharmacist, hold on. OJ, no vex. Between hospital and highway, which one you say they more important now so to Nigerians?
All of them are important.
No, scale of press.
None, as in none, we know the
No, no,
important
no, no,
among two
no.
of them.
Okay, OJ, scale
Choose
of
one,
importance. Which one
choose one
is more
first. The
important
first
now
one.
for
So
us?
so
Yeah,
if
more important.
government, wait now, government is a system. Is this government not allocating anything to health sector?
So now you don't talk say
Is that what you are saying? Are you
okay now.
aware? Wait
Okay,
now, wait, imperfect.
you asked me
Hold
a
on,
question.
wait. Are
Okay.
you aware? Wait now, because from where you sounded, I should say there are things where they happen where you don't know. Are you aware this government is currently working on building each primary health centers across all LGs in the
No,
country?
lectures. We don't know. Lectures. Put them on.
What happened? What
Okay,
happened to the one
okay,
Obasanjo built?
hold on, guys.
No
Henry,
maintenance, no
Henry, hold on,
medicine
please.
inside. Una know they maintain the one way day. Una they build more
That's
because una
exactly
one side
my
phone money from
point.
them.
So now, OJ,
I beg.
OJ, now you talked about poor healthcare system in the villages, blah blah blah. Now made them increase money for passports. So you already knew that government was also allocating money to Ministry of Health and Works. Abi, you just contradict yourself. There are no
Imperfect. Now
good
you
hospitals.
choose to hear what you want here.
There are no good
My
hospitals.
point.
There
Wait
are no
now.
good schools. The way they build highway for
Hold on
who?
now. Wait now.
Super highway.
No,
Let's
to be
Super
understand
very
each
highway.
fair,
other.
to
Just to
be very
tycoon
fair,
money.
bro, to be very fair, APC undercover agent. To be very fair, OJ no talk that one. In say, in just they say, Mokwi say the things we even supposed complain about now. People we get bad health for village, we
No,
need health
the
attention
way
and
the
stuff,
way
stuff.
Intel talk am,
He
eh?
no talk say if they want use the money fix health sector.
No,
That is not
okay,
what he
good.
said.
But the way he was saying, it was as if that is why another means of generating revenue for the
Use
health
one
sector.
between health and transportation. Which one
Um,
is
Henry,
if I
this phone we pick for Ring Road last time for your pickpocket business. University change them. No, dey hear you clear. I beg, no vex. I beg. Thank you. So I never said he said that, but the way he was saying that the money they would generate from this passport levy, they will use it to build hospitals and do all those stuff in those rural area. That was how he was just sounding.
Thank God say Moretti go talk through for this one. Say I don't talk up. Thank
No,
God say
okay, now
Moretti.
OJ, O-
Moretti go side me for this one because
OJ, I
imperfect.
know they
no, 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 no.
OJ, I know they
Okay,
lie. I
OJ,
go always talk
OJ.
with you
Now
here.
I'm asking
Uh-huh.
now between this highway now where they build and building of schools and hospitals, which one do you think should have come first? If you were the president of Nigeria, which one you go prioritize? That's my question.
Imperfect. Imperfect.
Ah, OJ,
Wait now. You
OJ,
it's
wait,
not
OJ,
imperfect?
OJ,
Choose
wait,
one,
OJ,
select
wait,
one. The
OJ,
question
wait, OJ, wait. You now, as
I won't make a clear now before.
wait now, make I like let's assume now that you were the president of Nigeria now. Between building super highway, hospitals and schools, which one will come to your mind first to do? Just go straight to the point, please. Be sincere now, so to yourself. Double mute. Just be sincere now, so to yourself.
speechless,
OJ.
speechless.
Henry, not being a
Health
corner.
is
Henry,
wealth.
put your mic for God's sake. Ah, are you OJ? Hold on. OJ, answer my question, please.
So your question, may I get you clearly, is that health and road infrastructure, which one is more important?
To you.
Adi?
Yeah.
Okay, so me as a person and government now two different things. So if wait, let's have this conversation now. Wait. As a government, your responsibility is to ensure say everything runs simultaneously. So if me I'm the president, I will ensure say I share these resources across, make it touch every corner. Because if you use every money, fix health, and our roads are bad, right? You end up having more people, having health issues because of those bad roads. So if you are responsible enough as a government, you should be able to run all of them simultaneously.
OJ, you are right, but you're not.
But
But you
OJ,
didn't get
Henry,
it.
hold on. Henry, hold on. But OJ, in this case, right? Nobody say we no get roads, we get roads. But the problem where our roads need na maintenance. We cited an example that Benin Lagos Express Road. The thing need serious maintenance and security too. So what if even less than quarter of that money where they use commission that road, right? What if they put them for the existing road where we
Work
get?
is work not ongoing
Enforce
on
more
that road.
security.
Work is ongoing.
Work.
Yes.
Na lie. OJ, na lie.
Which
Na
they
lie.
call Nigeria lie.
Na lie. I lie.
The
Na
way
lie. Na
they
lie.
work, no be
Na
You
lie.
they
because they
follow me
criticize
within Nigeria.
government.
OJ,
Because
For
they
the
I
past
did
criticize
3
Nigeria
years,
like
you never
this.
come
Oh.
back to Nigeria.
Wait. OJ, I did like Nigeria like this. And if I go tell you I did drive, and they even fly that fly on the fly. I did drive. I
OJ, by
did
shame my
drive.
passport, you go wrong.
If I dey go Abuja, I dey drive. If I dey go Lagos, I dey drive.
trailer don't destroy
I just
the
come
whole
back from
highway.
conference for Lagos like this last week.
Okay,
Abba,
me, I travel. Wait now, I travel across that road. I think 2024 or 2023 ending. I can't remember specifically, but and I know say the last time where I drive past that road, work is ongoing for that road.
from you see that road, from Ondo till
Moretti,
you reach
Moretti,
Delta. That
So
road dey
Moretti,
I've not
messed up.
I've
Even
not
self,
drive across
we
that
get
road
to
this
we
Moretti,
come
year.
see we get
Don't
to
Moretti,
drive
we
am
get
now.
we get to
Come
come the
back, make
drive
you drive
enter
am
Moretti,
inside
now. Come
village
back,
to
Moretti,
don't drive
touch.
am now.
Moretti,
Abba,
Moretti.
okay.
OJ, no, they understand. I think for over 40 years, that road has been under construction. it's,
That
They know they finish the road. They
imperfect,
know they finish the road.
imperfect
it's
road.
always
They know
under
they finish the
construction.
road.
Road now continuous road. See. Do you know why we have that issue? Yeah. Wait now, make I make
They
I
dey
tell
try for
you.
money
Make I
now.
tell
That
you.
is why they have the issue now. They dey try for the money. Talk
Wait.
am with
Moretti, just fly Lagos to
Bro,
Benin, enter this nothing only Aero and this green Africa and green Nigeria and then get that aircraft. This 80 R72, those propeller aircraft or like all those planes you say you can see their blade for the side, like five. They go Benin. If you never up, you can see all the potholes.
trailer don't damage everything. Trailer don't deep the
You
hole
can never
self.
see all the potholes. You go see all the OJ, OJ, please.
Trailer
Baba,
don't
OJ,
Baba,
you see that Gary and Kuli
na
Kuli where you drink this
every,
morning.
na every
We go press your belly come out
Every
all.
time they award contract on that road for over for something years
You
on
know
that
why?
construction.
You
Why?
know why?
Why?
Good. If you've listened to some of these ministers, you see the problem is let's assume, if this road, for example, na 10 naira, if you've listened to them over time, most governments have not been able to secure that complete 10 naira. So what they used to do is that if they can raise, let's say, 1 naira out of 10 naira from that, the total expected cost on that project, they will put in that 1 naira. The following year, like that, the following year. So I've listened to the minister many times, and that's what I've been able to understand from what
no, I disagree with you. They give them the full money and then they slash them, give the contractors lesser money and they cannot work it. It will
I feel
still be
agree.
there.
I feel agree with you that most of those ministers might not be completely being honest. That one, if they correct, but from what I've listened to them, now their own excuses be that,
Now what they go
So
tell you now? Now what they go tell you? Make the money they come in every day. Don't get it. Now what they go tell? Now what you want here now? Now they go tell you. Okay, what you want here now? Say they don't give them the full money. How about? Now like that, the road go still be like that. Year to year, they are still on construction. On construction. You never tire. I beg, leave Nigerian politics. I beg.
so
That's why
now,
they ask.
now because of say I say I support this passport increase. Now I make Moretti bring this point, Abi. Imperfect.
Oh, you know no say I go catch you
imperfect
for you know say I go
imperfect
hold
wey
you
dey
for
drink
jugular here.
imperfect wey dey drink more 200,000. He go he go he
OJ,
go sell he go sell
Imperfect
flight.
OJ, you know
problem.
say
Imperfect no be the
OJ,
problem. Like,
you know say
government na the problem.
we get to bypass that road and they enter inside villages. Then you come to see all those boys for villages that they block road. You go to give them money before you go feel pass. For Edo State, that road is nothing to write home about, bro.
Damaged. The road is damaged already. It's a
See,
imperfect.
even
Only
even the one with the terrible where I
that
experienced.
man
Now
talk
the
about
now the
transit.
one we connect Delta and Edo. Hi,
Yes. Now that place, nine bad
Omo.
That's Benin to Asaba and Benin to Sapele. That's between Benin
Thank
Cocoa
God
or
say thank God say you can
Sapele.
identify the road where condemn. But instead of you to see they use money to repair it, they go they do
Now wait
super
now,
highway.
We are all
Continue,
Nigerians. Wait,
continue,
wait. We are all
continue.
Nigerians, and wait, no. If you talk that will be true, I will agree with you. I know. I won't dodge that fact. You know, and I've asked that question. Say, let's assume say federal government no care about that road. Delta and Edo, and the distance of that road is as in, it's not that too as in not too long like that. But how
That
they will
road there,
abandon that road like that because that was
that road there, that road there had two bridges at Ethiopia when I was a child. In short, when I was 4 years, I don't know see that road get the sea. Until Obasanjo came in 1999 and under a space of 4 years, he dualized Wari Benin Road. He dualized Wari Benin Road. Ibori had to
Abacha,
expand. Ibori
Abacha,
expanded. No, no be
start that
Abacha.
thing.
No be
I think
Abacha. Ibori,
Abdulsalam
ex-
come continue.
Ibori expanded Ogara Axis wide. Now, the Ologo Junction
Pharmacists,
can take you 2 days.
pharmacists,
Eh?
pharmacists.
Yes,
You know where they call Ajawini.
yeah.
You know Ajawini. Okay, let me say. You know Jesse.
Jesse, I know Jesse now.
God bless you. I
Most of
schooled in
God Jesse
Ajawini.
now, most of God
I
Jesse
good.
now.
I lived there for like 3 years in early 90s, so I know what it is
I
with my talk.
I hope say you
I
no go
schooled there.
carry fuel. That time we fuel born people for Jesse.
That year said now I live
You
Jesse.
don't follow them. You don't follow them. Go.
imperfect. Don't get that
Oh,
kind
but
of
I know
mind. Anything,
my
anything way too hard.
my guys.
Imperfect.
I know
Anything with
guys
this
will
in
die.
life, you know the poor hand. Nah.
Oh, oh.
When I
My
did
own
Lagos, now I hear
well,
about those bunkers for those riverine area. One night we that thing explode like this. I wonder how people get mind. Where you know say chances of you to die they very very high. You go involved in no more man. Nah. Even they make 1 billion per night. I know if you take that kind of risk, like fuel.
Now
Go for big batting.
between Ologbo Junction and Ogara, wey be supposed to be 10 minutes drive, now go take you 2 days. 2 days.
Then after them go say
And they build
Ibori thief money,
and
Ibori don't thief money. But then starting from that ring road, reach Elflon Junction for Warri, no pothole, no single pothole. Starting from Ibrahim roundabout till you enter Onitsha Head Bridge, no single pothole. Then the road was the best in the whole of Nigeria. Then the roads then were just the best
I,
in Nigeria. But look at where we are.
Nigerian
I did
Nigerian government
I
needs
did
to do more.
See
They
where
are not.
look at where we are now today. Guys, I beg everybody, make una have a nice evening, have a nice time. I beg OJ, when this I go renew my Nigerian passport, now you and Raj go pay for me. Raj and CBO. When I go pay me, I beg.
I'll pay for who get money pass me. First week,
60 pages.
first
So
week get money pass me. I'll go passport for that. I know.
no the
And
truth of matter be say that
I beg guys,
Nigerian passport was increased
Omo,
because Tinubu say make they come
Omo,
back home. Why those wey
if
dey home you
if
cannot
na if
travel?
na if na Victor Abuse, you go say must he have passport? Must he eat pizza? Are you Italian? Must he eat macaroni? Are you Italian? I beg. Nigerians, you don't need to travel, I beg. Make all of us just dey for Nigeria. They push
No,
anyhow.
anyone will get opportunity to travel. This country now condemn,
They,
condemn.
they play. People so they buy car every day. People they buy Benz every day. Should be Raj talk say
Which Benz? For which people you want drive the Benz? For which
Raj talk say what he concern minimum wage earner with G Wagon. Jesus Christ.
for which road you want to drive the Benz? Oh, guys, you got opportunity to come out for this country. Come on to Jackpot.
Beg Boretti, thank you so much. Oji, thank you so much. Everybody, people should have a nice
Thank you,
weekend.
Imperfect. I enjoyed myself. Thank you.
It was nice catching up with you guys again. And Oji, thanks for this new name, APC undercover agent. Thank you so much. Obedience now go say yes. They don't bribe me again. They will come begin the drag. Anyway, Doggy, I see you. Everybody wanna take care. Dr. Oaikena, greetings to you. My in-law, Madam Anze, down there, I see you too. Greetings, Make una enjoy our weekend. And make una stay safe.